Chapter 1 Rejected for the last time. It has been a few days since Team 7 returned from their mission from the Land of Waves. The genin were supposed to meet with their sensei at the bridge to discuss something important. Looking over the rail was the sole survivor of the Uchiha clan, Sasuke. Approaching him was one of his many fangirls and teammate Sakura Haruno. "Hi Sasuke-kun." She smiled. "HN." The Uchiha nodded in acknowledgement. "So Sasuke-kun, my birthday is tomorrow and I'm having a party and I was wondering would like to come?" The Rosette asked nervously. Now the Uchiha has been cold to his teammates, but he would just be evil if he didn't accept. It's the girl's birthday for Pete's sake. "I don't see why not. I'll be there," Sasuke said. This made Sakura so happy. "Hi Sakura-chan." "Sup team." The blonde genin appeared with a grin plastered on his face. "Dope." Sasuke smirked. Sakura, however, was not all that happy to see her teammate. "What do you want, Naruto?" she asked, a little cold. "Well, we have to meet here, don't we?" Naruto shrugged. "Naruto, are you coming to Sakura's party?" Sasuke wondered. "You're having a party, Sakura-chan? It is your birthday after all." Naruto smiled. Sakura was inwardly cursing her luck. "I guess you can come, Naruto." Sakura frowned. Even though to Sakura she didn't know, Naruto's smile fade a little. Sasuke noticed. "Yo!" The overly late silver-haired jonin waved. "You're late, sensei," Naruto yelled. "Sorry about that. I saw a black cat on the way and had to go the other way," Kakashi said. "Bull. Anyway, why are we here, sensei?" Naruto asked. "Well, as you all know, the Chunin exams are going to happen in 2 months, meaning I need to start training you all. So the day after Sakura's birthday, meet at the training field so we can begin. That's all for now. See you later." Kakashi poofed away. "Well, I got to go. Bye Sakura-chan, see ya tomorrow." Naruto ran off, much to the Haruno's happiness now that she could be with her Sasuke-kun. "Anyway, so Sasuke, what are you gonna do?" she asked. "This was all a waste of time, so I'm going to train. See ya tomorrow." Sasuke walked away, much to Sakura's dislike. "See you tomorrow." Later that day, Naruto was walking through the streets of Konoha contemplating on what to get Sakura. Maybe I should get her a necklace. She'll like that, right? Yeah, she might not wear it all the time, but at least she'll have it. Naruto smiled and walked in the jeweler shop. "Welcome, Naruto. What can I do for you, my boy?" the owner asked with a smile. "Hi. I'm here to get a necklace for someone special tomorrow. It's her birthday." Naruto smiled. "Oh, I know just the thing. It's Sakura's birthday tomorrow, right?" he asked, pulling out a black case. Naruto stepped up and opened the case, revealing a gold heart necklace. "Wow, it's beautiful. How much?" Naruto asked. "For you, my boy, 20,000 Ryu." The owner smiled. "I got that much, here you go, old man." Naruto pulled out his money. "By the way, Naruto, this pendant opens, and you can insert a picture inside and have something inscribed," the owner informed. "Okay, I'll have this picture inside and these words inscribed." Naruto pulled out his picture of Team 7 and wrote down some words. "Okay, I'll have it done by tomorrow morning." The owner smiled. "Thanks, old man." Naruto grinned, happy that his present will be beautiful. Sakura's birthday party. Sakura was enjoying her party. Everyone who she invited made it, even Sasuke. What made her happier was that the blonde hyper-overactive ninja was not present, till she saw him walk in the room. "Happy birthday, Sakura-chan." Naruto grinned. "Oh, hi Naruto," she said, a little disappointed that Naruto didn't miss. Here Sakura-chan, I got you." Before Naruto could finish, someone bumped into him, and Sakura was wearing a white dress holding a cup with red juice. Naruto bumped into Sakura, knocking the drink into her. "Naruto, you idiot. Look what you did to my dress," Sakura yelled. Naruto was a little dazed and saw his birthday present on the ground and tried to pick it up when a foot smashed it. "Sakura-chan, looks what you did," Naruto whispered. "No. Look at what you did, my dress is a mess. Now Sasuke won't dance with me. You demon. I knew it was a bad idea inviting you here. You're just a hopless screw-up who knows no better," Sakura ranted. "Sakura-chan. Stop calling me that, can't you tell I don't like you? You're just a nuisance in the way of my true love. You are a demon just like that thing inside of you." Sakura took her foot off Naruto's present and stomped on it over and over. Everyone in the room watched the tears fall from Naruto's face. He stood up, having his hair block his eyes. I see that's how you really feel then. I'll leave you alone from now on. Sorry about your dress. Catch you later. Naruto whispered, walking away from Sakura. But she wasn't finished. She grabbed his shoulder and swung him around and socked him. With a thud, Naruto fell down. Before Sakura could finish him, Ino stepped in the way. That's enough, Sakura. Why would you hit Naruto? She yelled. Why are you protecting that demon? He's lucky it was only a punch. Next time it will be worse. Sakura yelled back. Ino turned to see tears pouring from Naruto. He looked up at Sakura with dark blue eyes instead of his sky blue. Is that how you feel, Sakura? He whispered. With a burning passion. She growled. Naruto shuddered and ran off. Naruto, Ino called. Why are you worried about him? My dress is ruined. Sasuke-kun will never dance with me now. Sakura groaned. You're right, he won't. He left a little while ago when Naruto appeared. A classmate of Sakura's stated. What? Goddamn that demon. He ruined everything. The pinkette stormed off. Ino looked at the smashed pendant that was under Sakura's foot. She knelt and opened it. She gasped at what she saw. A picture of Team 7 on the back of the pendant was words. To Sakura-chan, the person I love the most. A few tears dropped from Ino's face before she took off for her fellow blonde. He's been rejected for the last time. It's now time to accept him. Chapter 2. Forget You. Naruto ran down the streets of Konoha in a hurry. He was suddenly halted when he ran into someone. Hey, what's the rush, Naruto? Naruto looked up and saw the person who accepted him the most. He instantly embraced him in a hug, crying into his face. Why does she have to be so cold? Iruka-sensei, why? He sobbed. Naruto? What's wrong? Iruka asked. All I did was love her. Why? Why did she say so many mean things? Naruto continued. Understanding a little bit about who he was talking about, he was about to speak when someone called his name. Naruto. Ino ran to him. What do you want, Ino? Naruto asked coldly, sending her back a little. I wanted to give you this, you left it. She pulled out the smashed pendant. Naruto took it from her and chucked it far away. He wiped his tears, revealing his eyes red. I could care less. Thanks though. I feel better, sensei, thanks. See you guys around. Naruto turned tail, leaving Iruka and Ino shocked about what just happened. Ino, we need to talk. Iruka stated. Ino nodded. Hokage Monument. Naruto was sitting on the fourth Hokage's head, staring at the village with ocean blue lifeless eyes. He was thinking about nothing when he heard a demonic laugh from within. He closed his eyes, and when he opened them, he was standing in a dark room with pipes everywhere. The only thing he stared at was the huge cage in front of him. Red demonic eyes were glaring at him from within the cage, bearing fangs. That was a hard hit. You okay, Kit? The beast asked. I'm fine, thanks for asking, Kyubi. Naruto said. You don't seem fine. Your heart is broken, isn't? Kyubi asked. Yes. I need to focus on other things like training for the exams. Will you help? Naruto wondered. What will I get? The beast bargained. I know how much you detest these clothes, so I will change them. I'll eat other things than just ramen. Maybe one day before I die. Naruto stopped. Yes. The fox told him to finish. I'll set you free. Then you can do whatever you want, I don't care. Just until I die to become Hokage. Naruto shrugged. Those terms seem agreeable. Just one more thing. What? Forget about her. Forget about her till your heart is healed. But live in happiness. When you are sad, it becomes very dark. I like it when it's bright. Do we have a deal? The Ninetales asked. Yes, but no doubt for the next few days it will be dark, but I'll give you some light once in a while. Naruto smiled small. She must have hurt you really bad if you are considering my feelings, Kit. Kyubi stated. It doesn't matter, so when do I get your help? The blonde asked. In a poof, a big scroll was in front of him with blood-red color. This is my summoning contract. With this you will be able to summon me when you are at your utmost limit. You will be able to summon other things, it doesn't matter. Once you sign it, your chakra, stamina, physical, hearing, smell, awareness, chakra signature and mental strength will rise considerably. Your inner training will also commence. I have lived for a total of 900,000 years. Over that time, I was able to learn from you humans about jutsu. All the ninjutsu scrolls I have will help you. It would also be wise for me to teach you kenjutsu. So I will. In 3 days your chakra will be combined with mine. Your body can't take the shock, so you will be training here for the time being till you recover. Understood. The demon kitsune explained. Crystal. Thank you, Kyubi-sensei. Naruto bowed before submitting his name in the scroll. Good, now let your training begin, my student. Reality. Naruto opened his eyes to find himself in his room on his bed. Everything changes. Thank you, Kyubi-sama. Naruto whispered before closing his eyes, beginning his training. Next day, training grounds. Sasuke leaned against a tree waiting for his team till he saw Sakura. Hi Sasuke-kun. I never got to thank you for coming to my party. She smiled. Eichin. It was the least I could do. Sasuke smirked. They waited 10 minutes waiting for their blonde teammate, but instead Kakashi appeared. Yo! He expected to hear Naruto yell about his absence, but nothing. He looked to see just Sakura and Sasuke. Where's Naruto? He asked. I thought you knew. Sasuke said. Nope, haven't seen him since the day before Sakura's birthday. Kakashi frowned. Who cares? He won't be no help to us anyway, so let's just start. Sakura said, irritated. If you say so. Come on, let's begin. Kakashi winked. The next day, Team 7 had the same results. Sasuke and Kakashi finally concluded if he didn't show the next day, they would go looking for him. Sakura could care less. Third day. Sasuke was walking up towards the bridge when he saw someone looking over the rail. The boy looked 13, wearing a black shirt like Sasuke's, but without the sleeves, an orange line going through the middle till it reached his baggy black ninja pants with orange flames at the sides with black sandals. Sasuke noticed the leaf headband embedded on the knee. What caught him by surprise was the blonde hair with a tint of orange in it. Yo, team. The boy greeted in a cool voice. And Naruto? Is that you? You look cool as hell? I know. Naruto smirked. Sasuke noticed a sheathed sword strapped to his back. You have a sword since when? Sasuke asked. Since 3 days ago. Sorry for not making the training sessions, I was sick. He half lied. Hi Sasuke-kun. Sakura greeted behind him. She was standing right next to him when she noticed Naruto. Hi, who are you? She smiled. Why do you care? He asked, a little cold. I'm sorry, just curious is all. Damn, what the hell is his problem? Sakura said / thought. You. The blonde replied. He can hear my thoughts? Sakura gasped. Mostly because you're simple-minded. But yes, I can read your thoughts. Naruto smirked without taking his eyes off the stream. Yo! You're late, Kakashi-sensei. Naruto said coolly. Kakashi turned his head and saw who he thought he had to look for. Naruto? You look different. Kakashi stammered at his appearance. That's Naruto? He looks so different. Why so surprised, Sakura? Thought the demon would never come back? Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm back. Naruto stated cold. Naruto, where have you been? We need to make up for your training. Kakashi said. No need, while I was on vacation I was training. Just continue and I'll follow along. Naruto shrugged. Okay. Before we were working on taijutsu, ninjutsu, and genjutsu. Today you're working on all 3, correct? Naruto interrupted. Why yes, how did you? Wild guess, come on. I don't have time to waste. Naruto walked away. What happened to you, Naruto? Kakashi wondered. Why is he acting so cold? There has to be a reason. Sasuke thought. Naruto stopped without turning his back. He spoke. Thanks for your concern, Sasuke-sensei. But to answer your questions, asked Sakura. Said person. I know I look cool, but you don't want to cheat on your beloved Sasuke-kun, do you? Naruto mocked and continued walking. Both men turned their heads to the girl. They both asked in unison. What did you do? Chapter 3, Not Enough. Team 7 was standing in front of Kakashi, facing him, waiting for what he had to say. Okay team, today you will be put against each other. Then the winner will face me. First up, Sakura versus Sasuke. Get in position. Kakashi ordered. The 2 genin got into fighting stances facing each other. Begin. Sakura charged at Sasuke, preparing her attack. Sasuke, however, saw this coming without his Sharingan and knocked Sakura out instantly. "You're too slow." Before he could finish his sentence, he was greeted with a punch on his right side, sending him tumbling. Sasuke stood back up and did some hand signs. Fire style. Small fire. He blew a small fire which caught Sakura by surprise. "Stop. Good Sasuke. But don't get cocky, could be your downfall." "Nice work." Sakura put in some more speed. "Naruto." "Roger." Naruto walked to the field facing Sasuke. "Ready, dope?" Sasuke smirked. "Yup." Naruto returned the smirk. "Ready, begin." Sasuke took off towards Naruto, readying a punch which he swung but was caught by Naruto. Sasuke anticipated this and swung his leg to kick his head, but Naruto ducked with ease. Naruto dug his free fist in Sasuke's stomach, sending him flying back. In a burst of speed, Naruto was running beside Sasuke, who was in mid-flight. Fox style, ascension. Naruto started punching with a barrage with his fists, sending Sasuke up and down. Naruto stopped in front of Sasuke's head and kicked his back upwards, sending him flying up high. "Sasuke Kun!" Sakura called. Naruto jumped up in front of Sasuke and slammed his foot with Sasuke's head, knocking him down hard, creating a crater. Naruto gently floated back down with his hands in his pockets. "I know you're toying with me, Sasuke, and I know where you are." Naruto smiled, looking down at the ground under him. He simply stepped back, watching a hand burst up from the ground. "Tisk, TSK, TSK. Team, team, team." Naruto bent down and grasped the arm and pulled it up with force, revealing a shocked Sasuke. "When will you ever learn?" After that, said Naruto, let the arm go and socked Sasuke in the face, sending him flying back to Kakashi, crashing against a tree. "He's more than just." Sasuke passed out. Naruto cracked his knuckles. "Your turn, Kakashi." Naruto pointed. Kakashi looked back at Sasuke before walking up to the field, book still in hand. "What? No critique?" Naruto mocked. "Why is it all of a sudden his skills nearly rival mine?" Naruto heard Kakashi's thought but decided to ignore it. "Alright Naruto, you want critique? Well, you were sloppy," Kakashi stated. "I know what you're trying to do, Kakashi, but that knucklehead ninja you knew before is gone. Believe it." Naruto smirked before crouching on all fours. "What is this stance? It's like an animal's." Kakashi frowned under his mask. "Fox style, crouching strike." Naruto whispered low enough for the silver-haired man not to hear. "He won't be able to stay like that for long," Kakashi thought. Hearing this thought, it infuriated Naruto. "Don't underestimate me, you closet pervert." Naruto growled, charging at Kakashi still on all fours. When he got close, Kakashi anticipated a punch, so he held out his hand to catch but felt pain instead. He looked to see Naruto slash his hand with his sword before vanishing. Kakashi felt his leg being slashed, then his arm next his back. "Genjutsu?" he wondered. "No. Fox style. Howling wind." Naruto yelled everywhere. Kakashi's eyes couldn't keep up and the slashes just kept coming. Deciding to do something, Kakashi jumped out of the area. "What was that?" Kakashi contemplated. Naruto appeared a few feet away from Kakashi with his sword sheathed. "Now will you stop underestimating me?" Naruto folded his arms. "Eichen, I'll try." Kakashi put his book away, then pulled up his headband, revealing his Sharingan eye. "With this I can see where his—" "What is this?" Kakashi yelled. "Eichen. Tell me, what do you see, sensei?" Naruto smirked. In Kakashi's Sharingan eye, he saw Naruto engulfed in yellow flames as chakra. Basically chakra mode. "Naruto? What happened to you? What is this?" Kakashi asked. That is my inner power. In the 3 days of my absence, I've been training my mind, body, and senses. But I revealed too much already, so let's get back to the fight." Naruto got into a fighting stance. Kakashi stood up and got into his own fighting stance. Ready for round 2, Naruto charged Kakashi. Kakashi was waiting for Naruto to come so he can stop him, but he suddenly saw 4 Narutos cornering him and closing in, not really knowing which one was real. He turned his back to intercept the back one, but was quickly thrown off when he was sent flying forward. "What happened? Where are the other 3? Kakashi asked. "Your Sharingan's useless, Kakashi. There were no other 3. What you saw was an illusion to the Sharingan. You depend too much on your eye." If you used your eye, then you would have blocked my attack, but you didn't. Naruto smirked. Is this really the same Naruto? His fashion style just didn't change, but his whole everything. Kakashi took a look at Sakura, who was helping Sasuke wake up. Sakura, what did you do to him? Kakashi then felt a sharp metal against his neck and saw Naruto pointing his sword at his neck. Naruto. Don't do it, kid, you will regret it. QB warned. Oh yeah, how so? Naruto asked out loud. Because he is innocent. Yes, you should channel your anger into fighting, but not against your precious people. QB replied. Naruto scowled at his answer but complied, sheathing his sword and turning his back. This was a complete waste of my time. Get those other two at least a little bit stronger so we can enter the exams. Because this was not enough. If you need me, just come find me. I'll be training on my own for the next 2 months. Come find me if we take any C-rank missions or higher. Later, Naruto walked to Sasuke, not giving Sakura so much of a glance. Wake up, team. Naruto smiled. Sasuke began to stir before he opened his eyes to see the all-too-familiar sky-blue eyes gazing at him. Good, you're awake. Listen, since you are like my best friend, I'll let you know where I'll be for the next 2 months. If you ever need training partner, let me know. And I'll be glad to help you gain some power to solve your problem. Alright? See ya. With that, Naruto turned tail while leaving a note in Sasuke's pocket. How does he know about that? His best friend? Alright Naruto, I'll play your little game. Sasuke smirked, looking to where Naruto walked off. Sasuke's smirk turned to a frown. Kakashi walked up to his 2 students, sharing a glance with Sasuke while nodding. Sakura, only one person can change Naruto like that. For days ago Naruto was well Naruto. But then after your party he goes missing for 3 days and returns like this. Kakashi stated. What are you trying to say, sensei? Sakura asked. It was Sasuke's turn to speak. We're asking, what did you do to Naruto? Chapter 4 Redemption. Okay. But first, Sasuke-kun, what is that smell? Sakura asked. Smell what, yo? Oh crap. How could he make me do that? Sasuke thought. Forget about that for now. Tell us what happened for him to change. Sasuke demanded, trying to figure out how he was going to clean his underwear. I don't know, all I did was yell at him when he spilled my drink on my white dress. But that's all. Sakura shrugged. Yes, but Sakura, you always yell and nag Naruto about the useless things. What did you say to him? And what was his reaction? Kakashi questioned. Why the hell does it matter, it's just Naruto. I bet in 2 days he'll be back to his old annoying self. Sakura waved off the question. Damn it, Sakura, he's your teammate. If you won't tell me what happened, I'll just have to ask him myself. Bet he's willing to tell me. Sasuke stormed off looking for his blonde friend. Sakura, what is wrong with you? Why do you treat him so badly? Kakashi asked, a little annoyed. Because he's a demon sensei. Can't you tell? Remember our fight with Zabuza and Haku? Naruto went haywire. You said it yourself that day, it was QB. That monster nearly destroyed our village. That demon killed my father. And it's all Naruto's fault. Sakura teared. I knew you had a little dislike to your teammate, but this is just a whole new low. I'm disappointed in you, Sakura. Kakashi frowned under his mask before leaving with a poof. I don't care. That's no teammate, that's a demon. After changing his clothes and taking a shower, Sasuke set out to find the dope, but had no luck. Maybe I should see if he's at his house? Sasuke whispered to himself before walking past Ichiraku. Another bowl away, Ami-chan. He heard a familiar voice yell. I'm such an idiot. Sasuke thought, walking in the ramen shop, sitting on a stool. Sasuke? What are you doing here? Naruto asked. It's nice to see that the ramen-loving side of you didn't change. Sasuke smirked. Well, when you don't eat for 3 days, that can do that to you. Naruto smirked back. Sasuke gazed at Naruto, who was slurping down his hot meal. Naruto. Sasuke called. Naruto finished and looked at Iam's back. Come on, Sasuke, we need to talk. I tell you everything that happened the past 4 days. If you're up to it. Naruto smirked with a question. All right. Sasuke nodded, following Naruto, who laid down the exact amount of money for his meals. Naruto and Sasuke were sitting on top of the Shodai's head on the monument. So, are you gonna tell me? Sasuke asked. Why should I when I can show you? Naruto raised an eyebrow, still looking over the village. Naruto, what happened? Sasuke asked, persistent. Sasuke, how much are you willing to give up to make your dream a reality? Naruto asked, ignoring his question. Sasuke cast his head down. What if I told you I can give you the ability to at least stand your ground? Naruto finally faced him. What are you saying, Naruto? Sasuke looked at him with serious eyes. It's those eyes that will not only help you but bring you loneliness. Naruto stated. But you have the same eyes. Those eyes of hatred, Sasuke shouted. Sasuke, my eyes are looking for recognition, not vengeance. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong, but you're going about this all the wrong way. Naruto closed his eyes, facing towards the village. What do you mean? There is a way to grant your vengeance without throwing your happiness away. That's what I mean. I can help you, Sasuke. I have enough power to give you nearly the same power as mine. Look me in my eyes, Sasuke. Naruto opened his eyes, turning to Sasuke, revealing his eyes in Kyuubi mode. Doing what he was told, Sasuke gazed in his rival's eyes. Sasuke opened his eyes to find him staring at a giant cage. Don't be afraid, Sasuke. Sasuke looked to see Naruto kneeling beside him, looking towards the cage. Rise, my student. Introduce me to your brother, a demonic voice commanded. Naruto followed orders and stood up. This is Sasuke, sensei, the one I wish to help train, Naruto stated. I see, his chakra is higher than yours before the synchronization. Tell me, Uchiha, what is your dream? The voice asked. My dream is to kill Itachi Uchiha. To me, nothing else matters. Sasuke answered. I see. My pupil wishes to help you attain your dream. Do you think this is wise? Kyuubi asked. Sasuke took a look at Naruto, who was still gazing at the cage. No, I don't know why he would go so far for me. Sasuke nodded. We suffer from our bonds. But our bonds is what bring us close to one another. Naruto looked at Sasuke with a smirk. I may have not have had a family or a brother, but being with you seems like what having a brother is like. I'm choosing to help you on my own free will, because to me you're more than just a friend but my brother. Naruto smiled from his heart. My pupil speaks the truth. As a request from him, I will train you both in the ways of the sage. You two are part of the Rikudo Sannin. Sasuke Uchiha, I grant you permission to sign my contract, and the Fox contract for both of you since I chose the right to. Naruto, our deal still remains. Kyuubi stated. Of course, Kyuubi-sama, that will never change until you decide. Naruto bowed. In front of Sasuke was the Kyuubi's summoning contract. I will give you my power, Sasuke. Your power, chakra, stamina, physical and mental strength along with your senses will increase largely. Since you have not dealt with my power before, unlike Naruto, you will be out of commission for 5 days. In that time you will and Naruto will be learning from me. Understood? The Nine Tails explained. Yes, Kyuubi-sensei. Sasuke bowed before noticing 6 slots in total, one already being signed, which was Naruto's name. Pardon me if I may, sensei, but what are with the 6 slots? Sasuke wondered. I may allow for more people to sign my contract. It is all because of the Rikudo Sannin. Kyuubi answered his new pupil. Sasuke shrugged before signing the contract. Sensei, this Fox contract, what is it? Naruto asked. Ah yes. Since Sasuke is now my pupil, I had to find a way to split my summoning of you. So by summoning the Fox contract, you are allowed a one-tailed fox newly born from my power and yours. As your power and knowledge increase, so does their tails. It's like being an Inuzuka. You can keep your fox around you if you choose. They also can change their size from a small pup to my size. Kyuubi explained. From the cage walked 2 small foxes with one tail. One fox was raven-colored like Sasuke's hair and had yellow slitted eyes. The next was an orange-red fur fox with slightly longer hair with slitted sky-blue eyes. Sasuke-sama, I am your fox. What do you plan on naming me? The raven fur fox asked, bowing his head. Izuna. Yes, that will be your name, Izuna. Sasuke smiled, picking up his fox and resting it on his shoulder. Naruto-kun, what is my name? The red-orange fur fox bowed. I don't know why, but your name will be Kushina. Naruto grinned, picking up his vixen, putting her on his head. Sister, I think we finally found our masters. Izuna stated. Yup. Daddy, I think you picked up the right ones. Kushina grinned. Hey, don't thank me, thank your masters. Kyubi smirked. Both foxes looked at their masters and licked their faces thanking them. Sasuke, we won't be able to train till the second day of your synchronization. Only 3 minutes have passed in the real world. For days training is 2 weeks here. We will start your training by yourself, then your teamwork with your teammate, then with your pups. Izuna, Kushina don't think you two are safe without training, so be prepared. Farewell. Kyubi closed his eyes, releasing the connection. Sasuke opened his eyes and looked to see his pup Izuna on his shoulder and Kushina on Naruto's head. Alright Sasuke, let's get you home before the chakra hits you. Time for redemption is up. Chapter 5. Another chance. Next day. Sakura walked to the training grounds to not find Sasuke, which seemed strange to her. Where could he be? She asked out loud. Sakura? Where's Sasuke? I didn't expect to see Naruto, but Sasuke's always here for training. Kakashi stated, walking from behind her. I don't know, sensei. I'm worried. Sakura frowned, which made Kakashi a little annoyed. Suddenly Irika appeared with a frown on his face. Irika, what do you need? Kakashi asked. Naruto was told by Sasuke that he is sick and probably will be for the next few days. He doesn't want any visitors besides Naruto. Irika informed. If Naruto told you this, why didn't he come himself? Kakashi asked. His exact words were, I don't have time to be playing ninja with them. And he walked off. Irika answered. Wait, why does Sasuke-kun only want Naruto to visit? I'm going to go see him and demand some answers. Sakura was about to storm off when Irika grabbed her firmly and glared. Naruto also said any unwanted visitor would be dealt with by his hand. So I wouldn't try it. Naruto isn't in a good mood. Irika glared. Kakashi caught wind of Irika's attitude towards Sakura. Irika, we need to talk later. But for now, thanks for the message. Alright Sakura, guess it will just be me and you for the next few days. Kakashi smirked, which made Sakura shudder, realizing it would just be her with brute training. Irika nodded before leaving. Alright, lesson number 1, Taijutsu. Kyubi World. In a vast green field sat the Kyubi out of his cage, watching his pupils duel with one another. Sasuke nearly landed a punch to Naruto's face but was quickly jabbed by a punch to his gut, then a kick to his head, sending him flying. Kyubi turned his head to the other groups of Naruto's and Sasuke's who were doing other tasks. Group 1 was meditating far away so they could concentrate. Group 2 were studying scrolls and performing ninjutsu. Group 3 were clashing with each other with their swords. Group 4 were running laps with a seal on their chests and chakra weights. Kyubi observed their progress. 5 days, more like 2 days. Sasuke's body has already recovered from the sink. But they do need the time to train, but staying in this state will stunt their growth. It's only been 4 days since their training started. Naruto, Sasuke, stop. Kyubi ordered, making the original who were doing taijutsu halt. It's been a while since your bodies have moved. It's good to train, but you also need fresh air. Go outside and move around for a few hours, then you can return. Don't worry about your groups, they will be fine. Kyubi reassured. The 2 pupils bowed to their sensei before vanishing, waking up from their meditative pose. Naruto stretched while Sasuke rolled his neck. The bad thing about training like this is the stiffness afterwards. Naruto groaned. Hey winner. It seems our taijutsu skills are even again. Sasuke pointed out. I guess, come on, let's go. This pose is killing me. The 2 fox students left the room, going out to the bright light. Naruto. Tell me, where did you get the threads? I don't see them in the stores. Sasuke wondered. Oh, these bad boys? Hey, these are made from sensei's fur. He gave them to me after my training. He told me he is going to give you yours after the 5th day. Naruto smiled. Where are we going? Sasuke asked. I have to go to the store to pick up some meat and veggies. What? Naruto asked, seeing Sasuke's confused face. I thought you only ate ramen? Sasuke mocked. Yeah, but I made a deal with sensei to eat more than ramen. He likes it, but not all the time. He told me if I ate more meat and vegetables it would increase his power to help us. So that's what I'm gonna do. Naruto said, walking into the grocery store. The Uchiha just followed because he had nothing else to do. You know, dope, we're gonna have to work with her. If we're ever gonna get past the exams. Sasuke said. Don't remind me. I know we have to, but I don't want to. Naruto growled, paying for his merchandise. I forgot something at the house. See you tonight, Sasuke said, going towards his house. Naruto waved and did the same. When he walked up the stairs to get to his door, he saw someone he didn't think he ever see here. Ino? What are you doing here? Naruto asked, surprising her. Oh, hi Naruto. I just wanted to talk to you for a little bit, Ino said nervously. Hn. Oh? Well, come in then, Naruto said, opening the door and gesturing for her to come in. To Ino, the place wasn't like what she thought it would be. It was clean, everything belonged in a certain place, and it actually smelled nice. Would you like some water? It's the only thing I have for right now, Naruto said. Water's fine, thanks. She smiled. Naruto put away his stuff and got his guest some water, gesturing her to take a seat. So Ino, what did you want to talk about? Naruto asked. Taking a sip to calm her nerves, Ino replied. I wanted to see if you felt better since I saw you last, Ino said. I'm fine, Naruto shrugged. Naruto, I know I was rotten and mean to you when we were kids, and I want to say I'm sorry for that. I didn't know any better. And I was wondering if I could have another chance, Ino asked. Naruto just stared at her, not saying a word, which worried her. You saved her, Naruto finally spoke. Eh? Ino asked. When she was coming in to hit me again, instead of saving me, you saved her from a gruesome black eye, Naruto stated. Oh. Naruto closed his eyes. I forgive you. I can see in your eyes that you truly want to make things right. For your honesty and braveness, I'll give you another chance, Ino-chan. Naruto smiled, seeing Ino's eyes widened hearing the suffix at her name. Thank you, Naruto-kun. I'm sorry for everything that happened. Ino smiled. Naruto gave her a hug before showing her the door. I'll see you later, Ino-chan. Naruto smiled before closing the door on his new friend. The darkness is going away, Kit. Slowly but lifting. The demon fox sensei smiled. Naruto opened his eyes to see the grassy field in front of him and Sasuke right beside him. Come on team, let's continue our training. 7 days since Sasuke's synchronization, training field. Sakura appeared at her usual time at the training grounds. Ever since Kakashi found out what happened from Irika, who was told by Ino, Kakashi has pumped up Sakura's training. Sakura looked up at the sky. I hope you get better soon, Sasuke-kun. Sakura was annoyed that Naruto was allowed to come see Sasuke, but she couldn't. I swear when I see that idiot, I'm gonna give him an earful. Cha! Yo! Kakashi greeted with book still in hand. Hey sensei. Sakura smiled. Alright, let's sum up what you've learned the past 7 days. Kakashi nodded before he noticed 2 shadowy figures on branches. Who's there? Show yourself, Kakashi ordered. Both of them smirked before jumping off the branches, landing in front of the Jonin. Scanning them over, he noticed Naruto, but his hair was slightly longer. The other he didn't recognize at all. What's the matter, sensei? Can't recognize your own students? Naruto smirked. I think that's really gray hair's dope. The other smirked. Kakashi's eyes widened at hearing the remark. Sasuke? Is that you? Kakashi asked in a shout. Sasuke stood beside Naruto wearing the same outfit with short sleeves, and his headband was branded in his sleeves. Also the Uchiha crest on his back with a purple line instead of orange going down the middle of his shirt and purple flames creeping up the side of his pants. His arm sleeves were replaced with bandages. Sasuke-kun? Sasuke-kun, you're all better. Sakura shrieked before jumping Sasuke, who sidestepped, letting her land on her face. Don't even think about it. Sasuke sneered. We came for some sparring, Kakashi. If you're up to it, of course. Naruto smirked. This attire, if he is wearing the same as Naruto, then could that mean Sasuke is as strong? Kakashi thought before sighing. Sakura, I think now is the time. Do it, Kakashi commanded. Sakura dusted herself off and looked at Naruto, who was focused on Kakashi. Naruto, can I speak with you alone? Sakura asked in a cheery voice. No. Sure. Naruto shrugged, walking towards a tree with Sakura. Sasuke smirked and looked at Kakashi. Well, do you accept? Sasuke questioned. Sure, why not? Kakashi stepped back, lifting up his headband. What's wrong not reading your book? Sasuke mocked. You two have changed while you were gone. I don't know what happened, but maybe your fighting skills will tell me. Kakashi replied. Heh, things have changed. But I'm still who I am and so is Naruto. We're just a little bit protective right now. We only have each other for now. Now enough talk. Let's start. Sasuke yelled, charging Kakashi. What do you want to talk about? Naruto asked, bored. I want to apologize for what happened. I'm sorry for hitting you. I was mad at you for ruining my dress. Sakura waited for something and Naruto noticed. What? He asked. Your turn to say sorry, Sakura stated, earning a glare from Naruto. There's nothing to say sorry for. Your drink spilled on accident. It wasn't my fault. Naruto said, annoyed. You did more than just that, you idiot. You ruined my party and my chance with Sasuke, Sakura yelled. Naruto just turned around and started walking away from her. Where are you going? I'm not done with you. Sakura leaped and tugged Naruto around only to receive a kick at her stomach, sending stumbling back. Don't you ever overstep your boundaries again. I'm not the bumbling fool you knew back then. I'm done taking your shit, Sakura, so you better put up or shut up, Naruto growled. Sakura managed to get back on her feet. Sparring me you right now, Sakura growled back. Are you sure that's wise? I could kill you. Naruto smirked. You won't because you can't help loving me. Even though you act tough, you're still that idiot little boy. Sakura smirked. Naruto narrowed his eyes at the love part. Are you underestimating me? He asked, irritated, his anger rising very fast. Hey, nope. That's just what you. Sakura didn't finish when Naruto landed a punch at her face, sending her back more. You're not one to talk, forehead. Even Ino-chan is stronger than you, Naruto growled. What the hell did you call me? I'll kill you, Sakura yelled. Naruto's face was threatened when a sinister grin spread across his face, his eyes turning red. Just try it, bitch. Naruto smiled, which sent Sakura over the edge, darting at Naruto. Ladies and gentlemen, what you all been waiting for, Naruto kicking Sakura's ass. Tongue sticking out. Sakura raised her fist to hit with while running, while Naruto just put his hands behind his back, waiting for her to strike. When Naruto was within hitting range, Sakura changed her punch to an oncoming kick aimed for Naruto's head. Naruto bent back, dodging the kick, then sidestepped, dodging the next kick and the next. Having enough, Sakura darted after him over and over, trying to land a punch on him with no luck. Naruto yawned. Is this all you got? 7 days with Kakashi and this is it? How mediocre. Naruto dodged the next punch before ducking and slamming his head in Sakura's stomach before spinning behind her, slamming his knee in her waist, extending his leg, lifting her in the air. Naruto vanished and appeared a few inches above Sakura. Hey, weak. Naruto spun in the air, heaven kick of pain. Naruto swung his leg down, crashing against Sakura's stomach and plummeting her to the ground, forming a crater. Still high in the air, Naruto wasn't finished. Without hand signs, 4 clones appeared beside him before free-falling to crash on Sakura, which they did, causing immense pain to her. Naruto smirked before falling his fist in front of him. Eagle strike. Flying towards the ground, the shape of an eagle formed around Naruto. Connecting his fist with Sakura's chest, a bigger crater was formed even more. Naruto was straddling Sakura, raising his fist to hit her face. When he swung, he was stopped. That's enough, Naruto. Naruto looked to see Sasuke holding his arm, stopping him. Sasuke, Naruto whispered. Naruto, you at least easily broke 7 of her ribs. Take your anger out in the Chunin exams, not here. Sasuke lifted Naruto off of the beaten and bruised Sakura. Fine, what of Kakashi? Naruto asked, not concerned in the least bit. Knocked out cold. Sasuke smirked. Sasuke, I don't like this. Kakashi might not put us in the exams. We have to do something. Naruto frowned. Let's put on a genjutsu on the people who know us like this till the exams. Let them see our old selves till then. Sasuke suggested. I guess that could work. Let's do it, starting with these 2. Naruto nodded to the unconscious Sakura and Kakashi. HN. Let's get started. Sasuke walked towards Kakashi before marking a seal on his forehead that faded quickly. Naruto did the same to Sakura. Sasuke, let's leave Ino out. It wouldn't be right after I gave her another chance, Naruto said. Sasuke nodded before the 2 took off to continue their training for the next few months. Leaving their teammate and sensei collapsed in their craters. Things are definitely changing. Chapter 6. Exam Takers. After placing the genjutsu on their team and everyone else, Naruto and Sasuke traveled to Demon Island to complete most of their training. Also feeling frisky, they took A-rank and S-rank missions from people who were too lazy to do it, paid them, or were given by the Hokage who easily saw their new strength. He is the Hokage after all. Meanwhile, the Genjutsu Victims Team 7 were completing D and C-rank missions but continued their false training. Till the time came where they had to decide to enter the exams. Two boys wearing nearly the same identical clothing with swords strapped to their back walked in different directions to where Team 7 were meeting. Kono, if you're gonna come up with a disguise like that, at least be decent. A blonde ninja smiled at his fans' antics. Behind the blonde was a rock that flipped over, revealing the Konohamaru ninja squad. Wow, Naruto-Niken, you look so cool. When did you get a sword like that? And what's up with the awesome threads? Konohamaru bombarded his Nai-chan with questions. A little while ago, Naruto scratched his head. Naruto? What happened to your jumpsuit? A pink-haired Kunoichi asked. Naruto was about to send the asker a cold hard glare but remembered the genjutsu. Naruto just closed his eyes. "Chen, I threw them out. A certain person thought I looked stupid in them." Naruto answered coldly instead, which sent a shiver down Sakura's spine. Naruto was about to turn tail when he felt someone tugging his pants. "Hey Nai-chan, the way she's staring at you makes me think she's your girl, is she eh?" Konohamaru teased before being sent flying back from punch on his cheek. "What did you say?" Sakura yelled. Konohamaru stood up, rubbing his cheek. "What was that for? Man and Nai-chan, how could you fall for someone with a billboard brow? Stupid hag." Konohamaru groaned. "What?" Sakura chased after Konohamaru. "Oh dear, Nai-chan, shouldn't we go after them?" Moegi asked. Naruto sighed. "I guess, come on." Naruto walked after them and their annoying antics. He stopped when he saw Konohamaru bump into someone. "Hey brat, watch where you going." "I'm too lazy to describe him, but I'm sure you all know it's Kankuro and Temari." The man picked the boy up. "That hurt, snotface." The black-suited man snarled. "Konohamaru," the ninja squad called. "Knock it off, we barely have time as is," the woman warned. "It was my fault, I was fooling around." Sakura stuttered, worried for the young boy. "Hey you big ape, put him down," Naruto warned, irritated where this had gone. "I just want to play with him a little before the nuisance gets here," the big ape replied. Annoyed, Naruto stepped up. "Unless you want to lose that arm, I suggest you put him down now." Naruto growled with killer intent, scaring the ninja squad and Sakura while shocking the woman and the man. "Chen, a tough guy, hun? Well, let's see how tough you are." Without a second thought, Naruto was behind Kankuro with his sword around his neck, millimeters from cutting his throat. "Tell me, Sasuke, what are pebbles gonna do besides weaken his hand?" Naruto asked, not even looking away from the floor. In the trees above sat Sasuke while holding some pebbles. "Hey, I was pretty sure I masked my chakra from you, Naruto." Sasuke smirked. "Now you're lucky your arm hasn't been detached from your body yet. The reason is your blood would splatter all over Konohamaru. Now one last time. Let him go." Naruto growled. Sasuke looked to his right, sensing chakra. "Kankuro, that's enough," a voice said, revealing himself where Sasuke was looking. "You're a disgrace to our entire village." A boy with red hair, a tattoo on his forehead, and a giant gourd standing upside down on the tree branch appeared. The man named Kankuro and the woman next to him started sweating bullets. "Jigara. Listen, Gara," they started it, they ran into. Kankuro instantly felt pain as he saw a blade slash his arm. In order to try and stop the pain, he let go of Konohamaru and looked at the bastard who dared. "I warned you, and you ignored me. It's your own fault." Naruto shrugged, walking to Konohamaru, who was choking. "This guy who is he?" Kankuro thought, glaring kunai at the blonde hero. Gara took a sudden interest in the blonde and raven-haired boy, who realized him before appearing in a swirl of wind. Gara was on the ground in the middle of his teammates. Sasuke took a look at the redhead, realizing what he just did. "Wait!" Sasuke leaped down from the tree in front of Naruto. Gara looked at the matching-clad genin. "Who are you?" Sasuke asked. "What, not gonna ask why we're here or anything?" the girl asked. "No, we can tell from your headbands you're from Suna and you're probably here for the exams. Just tell us your names." Naruto ordered, getting a nod from Sasuke in agreement. "Gara of the Sand, at your service." Gaara introduced. Kankuro, the big ape man said in annoyance towards Naruto's commanding tone. Temari, the pig-tailed girl smiled at Naruto and Sasuke's coolness. And who might you to be? Gaara asked. Naruto Uzumaki. Sasuke Uchiha. They both replied. Gaara shot them both a stare and sensed their demonic chakra hidden at bay. A small smile spread across his face. I hope we meet again, Naruto Uzumaki. Sasuke Uchiha. Come, let's go. Gaara turned and left. While the Konohamaru ninja squad were rambling about how cool Naruto was and Sakura googling over Sasuke, the two superior genin were having a mental conversation they figured how to do during their training. Sasuke, what do you think? Naruto asked. I think this Chunin exam will be interesting. Can't wait to see who else is here. Sasuke smirked inwardly. I agree. Maybe we will have some competition. Naruto glanced towards the trees before he and Sasuke continued their walk with a smirk on his face. Stupid Oto Nins. Naruto smiled. Let's keep an eye on them, they could be trouble. Sasuke warned. In the trees where Naruto took his glance sat a genin team of sound ninjas. Keep an eye on the blonde, raven-haired, and redhead, they might be trouble. The genin wrapped in bandages ordered before they all disappeared. Team 7 was walking down the hallway of the Ninja Academy. Sakura was very tensed at her teammates' behavior, outfits, and silence towards her. Sasuke she was used to, but Naruto? She felt scared at the tone he gave her when she asked about his jumpsuit. What happened to you guys? First you were always bickering, but now you both seem the same. Sakura spoke her mind. Why the hell does it matter to you anyway? Naruto asked, very cold, which would freeze Sasuke. And Naruto? She stopped looking at the blonde's back while he kept walking. Sakura, Naruto is hurting right now, and it is best not to upset him. Sasuke gave her advice in a comforting tone. Not after what you did. Sasuke growled low enough for her not to hear and kept walking following the blonde's lead till they saw a crowd of people. In the crowd was a boy with a bowl-cut haircut, bushy eyebrows and green spandex bodysuit, which was on the floor with injuries. Is someone as talentless as you really gonna take the Chunin exam? Why bother? A kid with a bandage over his nose with two big swords on his back mocked, with another boy was beside him guarding the door that said 301. I don't have time for this, come on team, back me up. Naruto walked past the crowd to stand in front of the two boys. Hey look, another wannabe Chunin, go home kid. It's a waste of time. The bandaged boy mocked. Get the hell out of my way, you fuzzbags. Naruto commanded. Or what? The other boy asked. Simple, I'll kill you. Naruto shrugged. The two boys laughed at him. Oh yeah? Try it. The boys launched themselves at him. Naruto dodged one kick and grabbed the other, swinging him into the bandaged boy. When they were down, Naruto drew his sword and pointed it at their hearts. Like I said, I'll kill you. Naruto sheathed his sword, turning back to the door, opening it, revealing 301 to be 201. Sasuke followed his lead once again while Sakura stood there dumbfounded at what she saw. Wait, blonde, what's your name? The boy with bushy brows asked. Naruto turned his head to face him. Naruto Uzumaki. Sasuke. Sakura, let's go. Naruto moved forward with his teammates behind. A boy with long single-braided hair and pale white eyes stepped next the green-wearing boy. Naruto Uzumaki-hun? They must be from Kakashi's team. Were you going, Lee? The boy asked. I need to check something out. I'll be back soon. The boy named Lee took off towards Naruto's group. That's the fox brat? When did he become so cold? Ha, there it is. Who knows, but that was intense, haven't felt such bloodlust since, well, never. Seems things will get interesting after all. The two boys who Naruto owned transformed to two Jonin. Meanwhile, further into the hallway of 201. Naruto, what you did back there, wa? Sakura couldn't finish when she saw both of their teammates look up. His chakra is faint, but I can feel it. Sasuke spoke while Naruto nodded. So you spotted me, I see. Naruto Uzumaki me, and you battle right now. Lee leaped down from the balcony he was standing on. Sorry, I have no intention of fighting you, but you can fight Sasuke. Naruto pointed to his friend. Sasuke Uchiha? Okay, I accept the challenge. Lee said. Sasuke faced Naruto and glared. Damn it, dope, I never said I wanted to fight this weirdo. I swear you'll make up for this later. Sasuke grumbled, turning back to Lee, who was in fighting position. Fine, let's go. Sasuke nodded. Lee raised an eyebrow at his opponent. Why aren't you in a fighting stance? He asked. Just shut up and come at me, Sasuke commanded. Lee nodded and rushed at Sasuke with multiple kicks that he easily dodged. He's fast. But I'm faster. Lee thought with a more barrage of punches and kicks, but with no success. Come on, Sasuke, end it already, Naruto ordered. Fine. Sasuke moved into a crouching position before disappearing and reappearing behind Lee. Sasuke put his hand in a formation before slamming his hands in Lee's back. Black Star Big Wave. Sasuke roared while Lee fell to the ground in pain. All right, let's go. See you later, bushy brows. Naruto waved, leaving the green-clad genin on the floor before he was watched over by someone else. Heh, so they took Lee down, hun? Kakashi, my eternal rival. Your team is strong. Chapter 7, The First Exam. Naruto and his teammates walked to room 301 when they saw Kakashi. Glad you three made it on time? Naruto, Sasuke. You look, well. Kakashi stuttered, taking in Naruto and Sasuke's appearance. Cool as hell. Naruto smirked. Damn straight. Sasuke smirked as well. Kakashi shook his head in disbelief. Anyway, I'm proud of you three. Now your chance to become Chunin and exceed in the ranks. Go on and make me proud. Kakashi gave them an eye smile. Sure. Later. Naruto said, a little cold before passing the stunned Kakashi. When Sakura reached him, he sort of snapped out of it to ask. What happened to Naruto? Kakashi wondered. I don't know, sensei, he was an idiot one moment, then an ice age the next. Sakura frowned before leaving her teacher. Once Naruto opened the doors, Sakura gasped at seeing all the people. They all are genin? She stuttered. Hn. What a waste of life. Naruto smirked. He was hopped on by someone. He narrowed his eyes at the person he saw, then grinned. Hey, Ino-chan. He smiled his foxy grin, which shocked Sakura. Hi, Naruto-kun. Sasuke-kun. Forehead. Ino glared at Sakura, who returned the glare. It's been a while, hun, Ino-chan? Naruto asked, pulling her off with that same smile. Yup, so how was you guys' training? She asked the two boys. It was well a workout. Sasuke smirked. Who are you two? I haven't seen you before? A boy with black hair in a ponytail pineapple asked. Shikamaru. Can't you see it's Naruto and Sasuke? Ino scolded. That's Naruto? Screw up. Class clown, that Naruto? He seems bloodthirsty, but I can't tell. Shikamaru thought. Nope, not bloodthirsty, just irritated. Naruto shrugged. Wait, did you read my mind? Shikamaru gasped. Yup, Sasuke can too. Part of the training. Naruto nodded. Well, no amount of training can help you in the exam. You all are pitiful, thinking you can waltz on by with no worries. Wrong. A boy with glasses in purple clothes and silver hair mocked. Naruto narrowed his eyes at him. And who the hell are you? Sasuke glared. Easy there, my name is Kabuto Yakushi. And like everyone else here, I'm taking the exam. You know, if you need information on someone, I can help with my ninja info cards. He pulled out a deck of cards. No thanks, not interested. It's better to not know your opponent's stats before battle takes away the fun. Naruto waved his request away. Yeah, but it couldn't hurt. Pull up Gaara of the Sand and Rock Lee. Sasuke ordered. You know their names? Great, makes it easier. First up is Rock Lee. Kabuto pressed his fingers against the card and a picture of Lee and his information came up. Rock Lee of Konoha. His abilities besides his taijutsu is nothing to worry about. He's a year older than all of you, but his first time taking the exams. His partners are Niji Hyuga and Tenten. Kabuto reported. Naruto showed no interest whatsoever, leaning against the wall in a meditating trance. Now Gaara of the Sand. That's odd, I have no information besides he's from Suna and has completed one B-rank mission. Wow. His skills are unknown to me. Sorry. Kabuto shrugged. Suddenly, in a flash of green, someone was standing in front of Kabuto. Look up the names Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha. The person who was Lee ordered. Naruto Uzumaki? Why him? I understand Sasuke, but why? Just do it, Lee ordered. All right. Kabuto raised his hands in defense. Afterwards, he summoned the information. Okay, Naru. And sudden the two cards burst into flames, one orange and another purple. My cards. Who did that? Kabuto glared. I only have one guess. Lee faced Naruto, who was still leaning against the wall. Naruto opened his eyes very slowly, revealing a ripple ring pattern before turning to sky blue. I am Naruto Uzumaki and I'll beat you all. Yeah, that felt good. Naruto yelled with a grin on his face, pointing at the crowd. You idiot. What do you think you're doing revealing that? Sasuke punched Naruto's head. Ow! What was that for team? Naruto stomped his foot. Just when you thought he looked cool, he does something totally stupid, Shikamaru thought. While Kabuto was watching Naruto and Sasuke rant at each other, three ninja went for him. One ninja wrapped in bandages was about to strike when he stopped, a blade at his throat. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Naruto suggested, holding the blade at his throat. How did you move so fast? The ninja asked. Training. Naruto smirked, having everyone's eyes on him besides Sasuke, who was holding back the other two with his double-bladed sword. Will everyone just calm down? Someone yelled before a group of people appeared in a puff of smoke, clearly Jonin. You two put your blades away, and you three, you won't be able to fight mindlessly unless a proctor gives you permission. Now everyone group with your teams. The head Jonin with scars on his face commanded. Naruto and Sasuke stood next to each other while Sakura was next to Sasuke. So dope scared? Sasuke asked. What is there to be scared about? I trained my body to its limit these past months. I'm ready for anything. Naruto grinned. All right, you maggots, this first exam is a written exam, the Jonin stated. A written exam? Awesome. Wait, what the hell? You're fucking kidding me? Naruto yelled at the top of his lungs. No kid, I'm not. Now my name is Ibiki Marino and I'm your proctor for this exam. Now everyone take a number and find your seat. Ibiki ordered. Only one thing was going through Naruto's mind. Fuck my life. Alright, I'm just gonna start the test cause it's way too troublesome to give all the information. These answers are way too difficult. If I can barely figure it out, Naruto sure can't. Well, he is different, way different. But he did curse at the top of his lungs. I hope you are okay, Naruto. Sakura smiled. What the hell? I trained for months on my body stamina, chakra and coldness to Sakura, and I have to take a damn test. What the hell? I don't know any of this crap. Naruto was sweating buckets. Naruto is having more than just trouble. He has no clue. Oh, the irony. He trains himself to the limit but forgot about test-taking skills. Just hold on, Naruto. I have to figure this crap out myself. Wait, of course I get it now. They want us to cheat, but enough not to get caught. Come on, Naruto. Figure this out before people start realizing. Sasuke activated his Sharingan, which had 3 tomos instead of 2, and found the right person copying his answers. Naruto was still sweating buckets trying to figure out what to do. And Naruto, why you can copy my answers? Naruto turned his head to the voice and saw Hinata. Hinata? I didn't even realize you sitting there. I can copy your answers, really? Well, give em here. Naruto grinned slightly, looking at her paper before hearing a pencil being used. Damn it, so that's their game, hun? Sorry, Hinata, I can't take your answers. What kind of Hokage would I be if I was a cheat? Plus, I couldn't bear getting you in trouble for my selfishness. Don't worry, I can handle it, believe it. Naruto gave her his foxy grin. Thank you, Naruto. She smiled before turning away. Naruto did the same. Oh great, she believed me. Now I have to live up to my honor. Fuck. He cried. Ino was glaring at Sakura, waiting for her to finish writing. Great, she's finished. Now I can get her answers. Ino smirked, forming her clan's hand sign. Mind transfer jutsu. Ino's body went slump. Shikamaru and Choji, who were apart from each other, caught wind of this. Ino is asleep? She must be using her technique. Shikamaru nodded. Oh great, Ino's using that soul possession crap. Choji shuddered. Thanks Sakura, you're such a dear. Not. Now I have to memorize these answers and give them to Shikamaru and Choji. The possessed Sakura looked over to a sweating Naruto who was breaking down. And Naruto-kun, if I can. Ino nodded inwardly before leaving Sakura's body and to Naruto's. Once he was possessed, something scared her. Ino was standing in front of a huge cage, gazing at the blonde boy leaning against it with his eyes closed. From the feel of your chakra, you're not Sasuke. So who are why? Ino-chan? What are you doing here? I could have killed you. Naruto shouted. Naruto-kun, where am I? What's in the cage? Ino asked nervously. Please go, Ino, I don't want to lose you too. Please. Naruto begged. Naruto-kun, is this the demon inside of you? Ino asked. Naruto's head fell down. Yes, this is the nine-tailed fox and my sensei. This is what Sakura was talking about. Now go, leave me like she did. Be like all the others I'll under? Naruto looked down to see Ino hugging him. No, Naruto-kun, I will not leave you. Your heart is still bleeding. I'm here to stop the bleeding. I just came here to give you the answers. Ino smiled. Ino-chan. Thank you. Go, I don't need the answers. I'll figure them out, don't you worry about it. Naruto gave her the fox grin. Okay, bye Naruto-kun. Ino faded away, leaving Naruto to his thoughts. She cares about you. Do you think I should recruit her? Kyubi asked from his cage. I don't know. I already saved Sasuke. It's your choice, sensei. Naruto faded away, returning back to his test, staring at it with a blank expression. Damn it, why didn't get the answers from Ino when I had the chance? Fuck my life. Naruto cursed, inwardly scratching his head wildly. Okay, pencils down. It's time for the 10th question, Ibiki said, making everyone stop. But before I ask the question, there's a new rule. If you leave now, you can try again next year, but if you stay and get the question wrong, you'll be a genin for the rest of your lives. Ibiki said in a grave tone of voice. That's bull, what kind of rule is that? Kiba roared. It's my rule and it's a new one. So any takers? Ibiki raised an eyebrow. Few people walked out before Naruto snapped out of his shock and raised his hand, who beat Sakura to the punch. Naruto heard her recent thoughts because she wasn't out of range like Sasuke and smiled. Slam. Who the hell do you take me for a fool? There's no way I'm gonna give up. If I become a genin for the rest of my life, so what? I have become a ninja, and I'm damn proud of it. So what do you say to that? Naruto yelled. Ibiki turned his head to the proctors, who nodded, and then back to the genin taking in their numbers. I say you pass. Ibiki smiled. What? What do you mean we pass? Is this some kind of joke? Tamari yelled. No joke. I wanted to know if you had the guts to challenge my question. Plus you all seem confident in your answer, so I'll pass you. Ibiki kept his smile. Then what the hell was this fucking test for? Naruto asked, angry for being nervous. The test served its purpose. You see, by making this test incredibly difficult, most of you would have cheated. But in a spy mission, you have to cheat without being caught, meaning using whatever your abilities can give you. So congratula. Boom! A person came crashing in the room, setting up a banner that read Anko Mishirashi, proctor of the second exam. What the hell are you on? Kiba yelled. Coke, but that's not the point. Alright, you little fuckers, come on and follow me for the second exam. The woman fist pumped the air, getting no followers but a cough from a genin. Don't you sense the mood in here? I just passed them, you could have waited 2 more minutes. Ibiki smirked. What the hell is this, Ibiki? You passed more people than you were supposed to. You've gotten soft. Anko scowled. Hey, don't blame me, blame Saito, he's the one who wrote it like this. Ibiki smirked. Hey Don T, blame Saito. He's the one who made me and Sasuke so badass. You know, he could have changed his mind about you too. Naruto defended. Yeah, tell him dope. Sasuke agreed. Alright, just follow me, yeesh. Anko sighed before walking out the room, followed by all the genin. Later, Ibiki was picking up the test till he stopped at 1. For someone who talks big, you sure didn't answer a single question. Naruto Uzumaki. What's this? I hate Sakura. To be young and cold again. Those were the days. Chapter 8. The Forest of Whoop Ass. After being drug around, the genin finally stopped in front of gates. The proctor of the second exam, Anko Mishirashi, faced the wide number of twerps. Alright, listen up people, this is where you'll be doing the exam. This place is the Forest of Death. Anko said in a grave voice. Death, meth. I don't give a crap about the name, just tell us what we have to do. Naruto demanded. Anko turned her head to the noise and threw a kunai at him, but being the badass Naruto is he simply caught between his two fingers without getting a simple scratch. I think you threw this at me. Here. Naruto threw it back at her with too much force and it went through the gate hole and hit something, whatever it was. It roared in pain. What the hell was that? A genin asked, terrified. Anko kept her gaze at Naruto, sensing his killer intent rising slowly. Hey kid, that was a nice throw, what's your name? She asked. Everyone turned their heads toward him besides Sasuke and Gaara. Naruto Uzumaki, part of Rookie 9. Sorry about your kunai. Naruto apologized. Uzumaki-hun? Interesting anyway, if I were you I'd cool your killer intent down till you get to the forest. Anko nodded, turning her attention back to the genin. Alright anyway, this is the forest of death sorry. Since Sabiki was stupid enough to pass 96 of you, that means there are 32 three-man teams. You will each get one scroll of these. A heaven and an earth scroll. But we have one problem. 2 teams will not get any scrolls. Anko scratched her head. You've got to be kid. Kiba was interrupted when Naruto raised his hand. My team won't need a scroll, we'll do fine without it. Naruto stated. Naruto, what or why? Sakura, be quiet, Naruto knows what he's doing. Trust him, okay? Sasuke smiled. Okay, Sasuke-kun. Sakura nodded. I have to agree with Naruto. My team doesn't need a scroll either. A boy with spiky red hair and dark onyx eyes wearing an outfit nearly similar to Naruto and Sasuke's, except instead of flames it was just black with a blue line going down the shirt and pants. The shirt had no sleeves like Naruto's, but had bandages around his arm like Sasuke. On the back of his shirt was an eye with ripple patterns and 3 tomos, signifying it was his clan symbol. He had a giant scythe strapped to his back. Well, okay then. Let me explain the rules. Again, you guys know the rules, and it's way too troublesome saying the rules. Interested in the genin who volunteered for not having a scroll, Naruto went to meet him. Hey, what's your name? Naruto asked, curious. Oh, I'm Desauki-shun. These are my teammates Tubasa Crane and Zeke Kuratuchi. We're from Amigakure. It's nice to meet you, Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha. Your names are very well known in my village thanks to your missions. Desauki smiled. Sasuke, what do you feel about him? His outfit nearly resembles ours, and we got this from Kyubi-sama. Naruto informed, striking a mental conversation with his friend. I don't know, I can't read his thoughts. And what's with the giant scythe? But his killer intent is very low. His teammates, on the other hand, are a different story. I can't read their thoughts either. Let's trust him for now till he gives us a reason why we shouldn't. Sasuke nodded inwardly. Thanks. Mind me asking, where did you get your outfit? It nearly resembles ours. Naruto asked. Oh, my father gave it to me before he died. He said I could wear it when I entered the Chunin exams. I was wondering where you got you guys is. Desauki asked. Our sensei gave to us when we completed our first training session. Well, it was nice meeting you, Desauki. Hope you make it to the next round, so we can have a chance to fight. Naruto grinned, holding out his hand, which Desauki shook, grinning back. All right, everyone to your gates. Anko yelled. All the genin got to the gates. All right, let's hurry up and get these scrolls so I can eat. Naruto stated. YOSH. It is time to reveal the power of youth. Lee said. Shut up, Lee. Niji and Tenten scolded. This is gonna be so troublesome. What a drag. Shikamaru groaned. Choji just sulked, thinking about no food. Come on guys, cheer up. Ino smiled. Yahoo, let's go, Akamaru. Kiba grinned. Bark, bark. Akamaru barked. You know what to do. Time to accomplish our mission. The guy wrapped in bandages ordered. We'll go after the brats first. This Naruto and Sasuke intrigue me. A grass genin let out his long tongue. Now's the time, right, Desauki? Zeke asked. Yup. Let's show the leaf aim's power. Desauki grinned. All right, the second exam starts now. The genin bolted through the gates. Now things are really getting interesting. It has been 3 hours since Team 7 started the exams. All right, my stomach can't take no more. Sakura, you go scan the area so we can rest. Sasuke, go see if you sense any danger. I'll be looking for food. Naruto and his teammates scattered. Feeling a little lonely, Naruto decided on something. It's been while since I've seen her. And what kind of master am I if I don't let her out? Casting a few hand signs, Naruto bit his thumb and slammed his hand on the ground, making a puff of smoke. Hey Naruto-kun, need something? Kushina asked, smiling up at her master. Nah, just thought we could hang out a little bit, come on. Naruto smiled, letting Kushina jump on his head, resting there. Wow Naruto-kun, is it me, or is your hair shaggier than last time I was on it? Kushina asked, patting his head. Really, I couldn't tell ya if I knew. Guess it's time for a haircut. Naruto shrugged. No, I like it this way, makes your head softer. Kushina smiled. Naruto came across a river and saw a place where they could rest. Maybe there are. Yup, there are. Naruto smiled. There's what? There's plenty of fish swimming upstream. And from the looks of it, there may be some wild meat around here. We're gonna have to test your skills on fighting real animals, Kushina-chan. Naruto informed, making Kushina grumble. Sensing nearby chakra, Naruto turned his head and relaxed when he realized who it was. Hey dope. Kushina? What are you doing out here? Sasuke asked. Naruto-kun wanted to hang out a little bit. Kushina smiled. HN. Summoning jutsu. Sasuke slammed his hand down on the ground. In the same puff of smoke stood the raven fur-colored fox Izuna. Sasuke-sama, is there trouble? Izuna asked. Nah. Hop on, you're staying out here for a while, Sasuke stated. Izuna smiled, noticing his sister on Naruto's head. Izuna leaped to where his spot was, which was Sasuke's right shoulder. Sakura appeared right by them. I couldn't find anything, sorry. Oh, but it seems you did, Sakura said. Yeah, come on, we've been standing in the same place for too long. Naruto smiled, putting his arm around her. They began their walking to their camp. So did you find any food, Naruto-kun? Naruto stopped dead in his track and let go of Sakura. Hey, I knew it. Naruto punched Sakura back, having her crash against a tree. What was that for, Naruto? Sakura asked. Oh, cut the crap. Tell me where Sakura is before I beat it out of you, Naruto threatened. Sakura smirked before a smoke engulfed her, revealing a rain ninja in pajamas, or so what Saito thinks. How did you know it was a lie? The ninja asked. Simple, Sakura never calls me Naruto-kun. And I would never hug Sakura, not right now at this point. Now tell me where she is, Naruto ordered. Ha! What are you gonna do? The ninja mocked. Izuna, now's the time to test your powers, Sasuke stated. Izuna nodded at his master before his yellow eyes turned to red and black eyes with 3 tomos. The Sharingan. Stand still, this will hurt like hell. Izuna smirked. A small black flame appeared on the ninja's arm. What the hell is this? Why does it hurt? Okay, just put it out. Put it out. The ninja screamed. Izuna. Sasuke called, making Izuna pant, his eyes going back to yellow. The black flame disappeared. Giving the ninja no time to recover, Naruto held his sword at the guy's throat. Now tell me where she is, or next time you'll deal with me, Naruto growled. She's at my base. Being guarded by my teammates, those idiots are probably doing something horrible to her. The ninja panted. Like what? Naruto asked, getting angry. They're probably raping her. I told them not to, but they don't listen to me. The ninja gasped, seeing Naruto's eyes go red. Where's your base? Tell me, Naruto demanded. Not far from here, maybe a few kilometers. Naruto threw him down when he got his answers. Naruto started to storm off. Where are you going? Sasuke asked. I'm going to save Sakura-chan. Stay here, keep an eye on him. Naruto ordered, walking away then sprinting. Damn, this gravity seal is messing things up. Kai, release. Naruto stopped suddenly, letting the dizziness fade. Ready, Naruto-kun? Kushina asked. Ready, Kushina. Let's go. Naruto leaped, leaving behind a yellow flash. Meanwhile, in a cave. In the cave hideout stood 2 genin with scowls on their faces and a tied-up pink-haired ninja. Man, where the hell is Shuji? He should have been back by now. The genin named Karai grumbled. You know what, fuck it. We're probably gonna die here anyway, and I don't want to die a virgin, do you? His teammate Vlad asked. No way. This girl is pretty cute. Let's do her, I'm already getting hard thinking about it. Karai smirked, walking over to the crying Sakura. Naruto, Sasuke, save me please someone. Vlad unbuttoned her shirt, revealing her red bra. Hun and a cup. No matter, you'll enjoy this. Vlad fondled her, trying to get a moan from her. I can't take this, it's time to get in the bitch's pants. Karai stated, pulling down her pants till he saw the same color panties of her bra. Oh yeah, now that's hot. Let's get the party started. Karai was about to touch her when a shuriken whizzed by his hand, cutting it. What the hell? Karai yelled, turning his head to the wise guy who threw that. What he saw made him piss his pants. Blocking the sunlight at the entrance was a boy with spiky hair and what looked like a dog at his side near his feet. What scared him more were his eyes. Those godly eyes. Vlad, look. Karai stuttered, pointing at the boy. Vlad saw what his partner saw. So the legends are true. Lord Pain is real. But what's wrong with this chakra? Vlad asked. Are you telling me that's... Let her go. The boy growled. Shaking out of his stupor, Vlad spoke up. If you want to join the fun, come on, you can get her MO. Vlad couldn't finish because his throat was penetrated completely through, revealing a sharp blade at the end. Taste blood, Kitsune. The attacker roared, swinging his sword around without pulling it out. The oncoming blade sliced the terrified Karai's head off, leaving his face forever in that position. After exactly 1 second, the blood spewed from the half-cut neck and the no-head body, surfacing an ocean of blood. In amazing ability, not one single drop of blood landed on Sakura, who just sat there half-naked, relieved and scared, worried what the attacker might do to her. Are you all right, Sakura? The boy's eyes that frightened the dead genin turned to the calm sky blue. The boy pulled Sakura's pants back on and buttoned her shirt without even a blush. After taking care of that, he untied her and the rope in her mouth. Naruto, you came for me? She asked. Of course, I would never let someone do something so vile. Come on, Sasuke is waiting. Instantly, Sakura hugged him, crying into his shirt. It's okay, Sakura. I'm here now. Naruto rubbed her back. Kushina, send word back to Sasuke, we'll be at camp soon. Naruto ordered. Kushina nodded before poofing away. Naruto picked Sakura up bridal style. He noticed something from the corner of his eye. Just our luck. A heaven scroll. Naruto smirked, grabbing the scroll before leaping out the cave, leaving a flash of yellow. 10 minutes later, Team 7's campsite. Sasuke sat there waiting for his teammates to return. At his feet were Izuna and Kushina, curled up in a ball, sleeping. Sealed to a rock was their prisoner Shuji. Looking up, he saw the person who he wanted to see holding his teammate in his arms, sleep. So? Sasuke asked. If I was 5 minutes later, they would have raped her. Those bastards actually tried to rape her. Naruto growled. I'm guessing they're dead, Sasuke said. Worse, I let Kitsune get to them. But in my heroic effort, I found their heaven scroll. Naruto laid Sakura down. We can't let this happen again. We need some kind of password, Naruto stated. Ooh, I got it. Ball scratcher. Or my girl, or how about I ball so hard niggas wanna find me. That shit cray. Tempting, but no, we need something more, Sasuke stated. Hearing her teammates' voices, Sakura stirred awake. Good, you're up, Sakura, how do you feel? Sasuke asked. Better, thank you, Naruto. She smiled. HN. Naruto nodded. I got it. How about a poem? Listen carefully. The ninjas work for power, so they strike at night. When their opponents are asleep, they release their killer intent. Forever in the devil's debt. It's called Devil's Night. Remember it, memorize it, speak it. Got it, Sasuke ordered. I don't know, I still like my idea. Ooh, I know niggas in Paris. Naruto grinned. Just go to bed. We have to get up early to move out. Good night, Sasuke said, walking to his spot. Naruto walked up to their prisoner and kicked him awake. Hey, get out of here, you've lost the exam and your teammates are dead. So go, Naruto said, releasing the bindings. Shuji nodded before running away. Naruto lay down in his spot. He closed his eyes before feeling someone lying next to him. Hey Naruto, can I sleep with you? I'm still a little shaken from Sakura asked. HN, why don't you lay with Sasuke, he'll understand. Naruto said, a little cold. But you're the one who saved me. Please Naruto, she begged. HN, fine. Naruto finally gave in because he was tired. Naruto, why are you so cold to me? You seem so cold, you make that guy Gaara look the sun. Why? Sakura asked. Because of what you did. Naruto mumbled, mostly asleep. What I did, what did I? Sakura stopped when she heard Naruto's light snoring. Say goodnight, Naruto, and thank you. Sakura thanked before drifting off in her sleep. It wasn't even barely dawn when Team 7 was torn away from their sleeps by hard winds. What the hell? Naruto groaned, sitting upright. Dope, I don't like this. The winds aren't anywhere else but here. Do you think they could be? Sasuke was stopped when the wind was at the point of cutting their skin. They were all blown back, separating in different ways. When Sasuke came to, he immediately pulled out a kunai and turned around to see Sakura. Sasuke, stay back, the passwords say it. Sasuke barked. Right? The ninjas work for power, so they strike at night. When their opponents are asleep, they release their killer intent, forever in the devil's debt. Sakura recited word for word. All right, we have to find Naruto. Sasuke felt something jump on his shoulder and looked to see Izuna. Where's Kushina? He asked. Don't worry, Izuna, she's probably with Naruto. Sasuke reassured. Sasuke-kun, who's that? Sakura asked, pointing at Izuna. This is my fox summon, Izuna. Naruto has one too, which is Izuna's sister Kushina. Sasuke informed her. Hey team. Sakura. Naruto jumped next to Sasuke. You guys okay? That was some wind. Naruto scratched his head. Step back, what's the password? Sasuke asked, getting his defensive position ready. Naruto stepped back. The password? Oh right. The ninjas work for power, so they strike at night. When their opponents are asleep, they release their killer intent, forever in the devil's debt. Naruto recited. Sasuke smirked, throwing his kunai at Naruto, who dodged it, but Sasuke wasn't done. He stepped in front of Naruto, kicking him farther away. Sasuke, what was that? For he got the password right. Sakura yelled. That's the problem, he got the password right. If it was the real Naruto, he would have said something stupid. You need to pay close attention to your teammates, Sakura, or you could be telling right from wrong. Sasuke explained. The Naruto who was crashed against a tree slid his tongue out and let it slither. How wise. I thought surely you fall for it. Was there more that gave me away? The fake Naruto asked. Yes, Kushina, Naruto's fox summon, he would never leave her behind. Just like I would never leave mine behind. Sasuke smirked. The fake rose from the ground before being engulfed in smoke, revealing a man in what looked like a dress with some purple rope wrapped around him with long black hair and a grass headband. I noticed you acquired the Heaven Scroll recently. I just so happened to have the scroll you're looking for. The man pulled out the Earth Scroll before bringing it to his mouth and letting his snake-like tongue swirl around it before swallowing it whole. Ah, now if you want the scroll, you're gonna have to kill me for it. The man charged at Sasuke before what seemed like a huge bullet hit him, knocking him back. Sasuke and Sakura looked up to see their savior. Sasuke, the password is Niggas in Paris. Now let's kill this guy. Kitsune is ready for some more blood. Naruto smirked, who was standing on a tree with a large and red-orange fur fox. Ku, so this is Naruto Uzumaki? Interesting. I am Orochimaru. Now it is time to die. Orochimaru slithered at a fast speed towards Naruto. Stupid snake. Kushina. Right. The two jumped towards the snake man, ready to strike. Demon Fox Strike. Chapter 9. QB Students vs Snake Man. Demon Fox Strike. Naruto jumped on Kushina's back and pulled out his sword while Kushina was picking up speed and spinning in midair till she looked like an orange small tornado zooming in on her prey. Totally aghast at their partnership and speed, Orochimaru was hit head-on. The sound of flesh being ripped from skin filled the air. They did it! Sakura cheered. Wrong, this creep is still alive. Naruto, stop messing around, kill him already. Sasuke commanded. Calm down, he won't be get. Naruto was suddenly grasped by the neck by a hand. When Naruto looked, he saw at least 50 snakes biting down on his neck. Ku, don't count me out just yet, Naruto-kun. Your time is almost. Orochimaru turned around to see Naruto stabbing his sword in his kidney area. Who said I was out, snake? Naruto smirked. Naruto whipped his head around to see Orochimaru sitting on a tree branch. So you used snake clones, Clever, but... Naruto grinned when he saw Kushina jump from the bushes to go for the kill, but instead all she did was chomp on wood. Hey, I can smell your fear, Sasuke. Orochimaru laughed behind them. No, it's not fear, you're not worth that. No, this is excitement. Sasuke pushed Sakura out the way and leaped back in motioning hand signs. Fire style. Great Searing Dragon. Sasuke blew out 3 fireballs that shaped into 3 mighty dragons who charged at their foe. Orochimaru was about to dodge when he noticed Naruto falling from the air sword ready to strike. Eat this, you bastard! Naruto yelled, bringing his sword down on the snake man's head, then jumping back to let the dragons blaze. Damn it, why does it seem we can't hit this guy? Naruto complained. I don't know, but we might have to use that jutsu. Can you buy me some time? Sasuke asked. That jutsu? Are you sure he's not that powerful? But I can try. Naruto nodded, running off to attack. Sakura, I need you to cover me while Naruto's buying us time. Izuna, Sasuke called. Izuna hopped on his master's shoulder and closed his eyes when Sasuke did the same. We just need a little time, Naruto, just a little, Sasuke thought. Meanwhile, Naruto was in hand-to-hand combat with Orochimaru, since he knocked away his blade. You're pretty good, Naruto-kun, but I'm better. Orochimaru smirked, earning a blow to the face from the fox genin. Shut up and fight, bastard. Naruto cursed, still moving at a decent pace to dodge and give blows. After 30 tedious seconds, Naruto finally found an opening and kicked him back, then got into a fighting stance. Soaring Eagle. Naruto jumped in a spin and punched the dazed Orochimaru, making him fly left. Naruto took a second to jump again towards Orochimaru. When he finally caught up, which was about 2 seconds, he grabbed the enemy's foot and swung him upward high enough for Naruto to jump and start giving Orochimaru blows to his chin with Naruto's fists. Once Naruto felt he ascended high enough, Naruto flipped around and started giving Orochimaru the same blows, only this time with kicks. This boy, he's really strong, I can't get loose. Orochimaru panicked. Finish with his barrage of kicks. Naruto flipped back to his original position and grabbed Orochimaru's shoulders, lifting him up higher in the air. All right now. Naruto connected his hands together into one big fist and smashed it against the snake man's head, sending him crashing back to the ground. With a small thud, Naruto was panting. Haha, new record, 50 feet in the air. Beat that team. Naruto laughed. Orochimaru was head first in the soil, legs spread in different directions. Naruto turned his head to his opponent and smirked. Now I know that did not kill you, so get your ass back up, Naruto yelled. His reply was a shake from Orochimaru's leg, and then his whole body came out of the ground. Damn him. If we went any higher, I would have been killed. Orochimaru glared at Naruto, who had a smirk on his face. It's done. You die here, Snakey. Naruto smiled. Orochimaru had a confused look on his face till he turned around to see Sasuke lunging at him in the air. Here, swallow this. Sasuke pulled out his double-bladed sword and struck the snake's stomach. Izuna. Izuna was in larger form than Kushina was with his Sharingan activated. Amaterasu. Izuna growled. A large black flame was lit on Orochimaru's shoulder, slowly increasing its size. Naruto called Kitsune back to his hand and Kushina was by his side. Kushina, we're gonna use Amashinra. So activate it. Naruto ordered, having his eyes turn into a ripple pattern, followed by Kushina's eyes doing the same. Now! Naruto held out his hands, waiting. Bansho 10 foot in. Kushina howled and Orochimaru was pulled to her at impossible speeds and incredible force, making his arms break. Naruto now! Sasuke yelled. Shinra Tensei. When Orochimaru was 2 feet away from Kushina, he was blasted back with even more force than the first jutsu, making him crash against trees, boulders, and tumbling against the ground. How far do you think he went? Naruto panted, his eyes turning back to his sky-blue eyes. Who knows if he's still alive, I still have to do my part, Sasuke pointed out. After 10 minutes, Naruto and Sasuke were getting worried. Till they saw it. A big giant purple and black striped snake. Orochimaru, why the hell have you summoned me? The snake asked. What the hell is that? Naruto gasped. Naruto, we have to summon him. Kushina and Izuna can't take that thing on. They're still at one tail, Sasuke said. But I can't, I don't have enough chakra to. Wait a minute. Summoning jutsu. Naruto bit his thumb and motioned some hand signs before slamming it on the ground, revealing an old fox with blonde fur. What is it, Naruto? Why have you summoned me? The fox asked. We need our clones, old man. like yesterday and 2 of them. Naruto ordered. I don't get paid enough for this. Time to retire. The fox grumbled, summoning a scroll and opening it to pop out 2 Naruto and Sasuke clones. Thanks, old man. See you later. HN. The fox disappeared. Alright, come on, Sasuke. Naruto dispelled his 2 clones and Naruto's wounds faded away. So did Sasuke's. Alright team, let's get serious. Naruto picked up Kitsune. Izuna Kushina, protect Sakura with your lives, that's an order from Kyubi-sama. Naruto informed before running towards the giant snake. Damn dope. Sasuke cursed, taking after Naruto. Find the 2 brats, don't kill them, I could use them for later, got it? Orochimaru ordered. Whatever, I do as I please. The snake hissed. I'm losing my patience with you, Manda, now do what I. Orochimaru was bombarded with a fist to the face and slash to the back. Shouldn't let your guard down, you snake. Naruto smirked. You obnoxious brat. I have Manda slurp your innards. Orochimaru hissed. Like haven't heard that one before. Naruto mocked. Before Orochimaru attacked, he heard a chirping sound and whipped his head to see Sasuke, whose arm was covered with lightning. Naruto. Sasuke called, making Naruto jump back while Sasuke charged. Lightning style. Rising bomb. Sasuke lunged his arm at Orochimaru's body, causing him to scream in pain. Sasuke. Wind style. Divine wind tunnel. Naruto held out his palm and a black hole formed in front of it, trying to suck Orochimaru in with little success. I will not die here. Orochimaru opened his mouth and a sword flew out and into the black hole. Dadum. Naruto fell down in pain, grasping his hand in pain. Naruto. Sasuke called, only to get slashed by Orochimaru's sword. You brats are too good to be kept alive. So I'll kill you now. Orochimaru hovered over Naruto and stabbed his chest on his right side. Gwaff. Naruto coughed up blood. And Naruto. Sasuke called. Orochimaru sped over to Sasuke and palmed his face with his hand, holding him up by the air. You die here, Sasuke Uchiha. Orochimaru licked his lips. Summoning jutsu. Naruto planted his hand on the snake's head. In a giant poof of smoke, Manda crashed to the ground, hissing in pain. Stumbling from Manda's fall, Orochimaru let go of Sasuke, who rolled over to the edge and fell off but was caught by a giant paw. Are you okay, my student? A deep voice asked. Sasuke squinted his eyes and they widened when he saw who was in front of him. Kyubi-sama? How are you here? Sasuke asked. Kit summoned me. Now who am I to kill? Kyubi growled. Orochimaru looked up and gasped at what he saw. How is this possible? How did the Kyubi get out? Manda, you lazy serpent, get your ass up and kill this demon. Orochimaru yelled in terror. Orochimaru, so you did this? I will end your pathetic life right now. Kyubi howled, having the very forest shake. No sensei, I will do it. My wounds are now healed thanks to you. Naruto grinned, sitting on his summon's head with no gaping blood wound in his chest. Are you sure, Kit? Kyubi asked. Positive. Now's the time to test out my new jutsu. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto did the hand signs and 3,000 clones appeared on the Kyubi. Now let's do this. The Narutos cheered, jumping off the Demon King's head towards Orochimaru. Good luck, Naruto, Sasuke. Kyubi smiled, setting Sasuke down and poofing away. I got to get the hell out of here. Orochimaru panicked. Now time for Naruto Uzumaki's super new cool ultimate demon style jutsu. Fox style. Demon clone explosion. The Narutos cheered while the real Naruto was with Sasuke and Sakura, watching the oncoming fireworks. Kaboom! A giant cloud mushroom formed from the area. Happy 4th of July, bitches! Naruto yelled before passing out. Stupid blonde. Sasuke smirked before passing out next to him. Naruto? Sasuke? Sakura worried, looking over to the passed out, back to the normal foxes. Kushina? Izuna? Sakura started to cry. Why so sad, my little cherry blossom? Sakura turned her head to see a man with gray skin and long black hair and a sound headband. What got her was his clothes. Orochimaru, you're not dead. Sakura panicked. Coo. Your friends are strong but naive. I was safe ever since Kyubi made his little entrance. Tell me, child, do you know who summoned him? I want the contract. Orochimaru smiled. No. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell a snake like you. Sakura spat. Oh, but you do, my child, and so do I. It's that blonde child behind you, he is the QB host, is he not? Orochimaru kept his smile, walking towards her. I don't know what you're talking about. Sakura stuttered. Orochimaru kneeled right before her and caressed her cheek. Such a beautiful girl. But something's wrong. Coo. Seems something has been locked away. I wonder why. Maybe I should find out. Nah, it'll be fun seeing you suffer for a while. But I'm more interested in the Uzumaki and Uchiha. Yes, instead of giving them the mark, I'll give them something else. Orochimaru stood up and walked past the petrified Sakura to the two sleeping boys. So young, so innocent. All the more better for change. Orochimaru pulled out 2 bars and made them eat it. What are you feeding them? What are you doing? Sakura yelled. I gave them Aresia. Orochimaru pulled out a small bag and scooped up some purple powder and sprinkled it on them. And this is Hatascrolla. It's only a matter of time before they start taking effect. Farewell, my little cherry blossom. Orochimaru walked off, leaving the petrified Sakura, who witnessed what happened. After some time passed, Sakura checked on them and felt they had a fever and growing. I got to help them. Sakura brought them to their camp and was helping them with little results. You guys have to get better soon. You have to, please. Sakura teared. In the distance was 3 beings watching Sakura help her teammates. Now is the time to strike. Chapter 10. Hatred's Food. In a new base far from the first one, in a small cave, was Sakura Haruno watching over her 2 sick teammates, Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha. The 2 boys had a deadly match with little-known snake man Orochimaru. After thinking the 2 blew up their foe with Naruto's new jutsu, the boys passed out, leaving a defenseless Sakura. Showing himself from the shadows was Orochimaru, who was very alive. The snake fed the knocked-out boys a bar each and sprinkled purple powder over them. Shortly after leaving, Sakura found them a new base and started looking out for the 2 high-fevered boys. But being watched from a distance were 3 ninja planning on making their move. Come on, you guys, please get better. We have to get out of here. Sakura whimpered, giving Sasuke a new wet cloth on his head. Changing Naruto's next. Come on, our mission: kill Sasuke Uchiha. One of the 3 ninjas stated. And kill anyone in our way, right? Another member asked, eager to begin. Correct, let's go. The 3 ninja leapt to Sakura's area. Hello, little girl. Can Sasuke come out and play? A ninja with a sound headband wrapped in bandages asked. Sakura turned to the voice and gasped. Why, you 3 are the ninjas that tried to attack Kabuto. Why are you here? Sakura demanded. We're here to kill Uchiha, now move out the way. The ninja with pointy hair and a scowl on his face barked. You want to fight Sasuke in this condition? No way, get out of here. Sakura yelled. Dosu, this brat's annoying, and in the way, can I kill her? The ninja asked. Go ahead, Zaku, but hurry it up. We have no time to waste. Dosu ordered. Zaku smiled and walked forward. You're dead, brat. Zaku grinned, charging at Sakura before he was slammed down by a foot. What the hell? Who are you? Dosu asked, glaring at the ninja with long silver hair with golden eyes, wearing a brown no-sleeve shirt and white pants. Take your little rat and leave, you have no business here, the man stated. Who the hell are you to tell us what to do? The woman of the sound team asked, getting angry. Dosu, Zaku, and Kin. Genin team of Odo henchmen of Orochimaru. Mission: kill Sasuke Uchiha. My name is Tubasa, Genin team of Rain. Teammates Desauki and Zeke. This is the last time before I start killing. Eagle is ready to strike. Tubasa informed. Zaku crawled back to his team. You bastard, that hurt. I'll kill you. Zaku raised his hands. Tubasa noticed the small holes on his palms. That won't work. I've dealt with this technique before, so it's useless. Tubasa shrugged. Wipe that smug look off your face. Just looking at you pisses me off. Air slicer. A pulse of air came from the small holes towards Tubasa, who just stood there. Was that it? All I felt was a small breeze which didn't satisfy me. Chin. On board, my orders are to kill anyone who tries to kill Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha. Just my luck. I found 3 little rats that are looking for the kill. Tubasa smirked before disappearing and reappearing behind Zaku. Too easy. Tubasa looked up and saw something he didn't expect and took off towards it. What just happened? Kin asked. Who knows? Let's kill him and go. Dosu ordered before charging at Sakura. Sakura pulled out 3 kunai and threw them at the oncoming Dosu, who just raised his hand and blocked him. Fool, it's time to die. Naruto's subconscious. Where am I? What is this place? Naruto thought, floating in nothing but white. Naruto heard sobs and looked to see a small 5-year-old blonde boy crying. Who is that? Do I know him? Naruto asked before walking to the boy. I hate them. I hate them all. The boy sobbed. Hate who? Naruto got on one knee. Why? Why did mommy leave me here? What happened to daddy? The boy asked, still crying. Did lose your parents? Naruto asked, concerned. No, they left him. Naruto turned to see himself at 11. What do you mean? Who are you? Naruto asked. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. And that's Naruto Uzumaki too. The 11-year-old pointed. You're both me? Naruto asked. All 3 of us are you. We're hatred. Naruto turned again to see himself at his age, wearing his old jumpsuit, something hanging from his fingers. That locket. Where did you get that? Naruto asked. The 3 boys turned their heads in one place. Naruto followed this movement and saw the villagers' backs. We hate them all. They said in unison. I hate her the most. The jumpsuit Naruto scowled at a girl with pink hair and jade green eyes, wearing a red dress with a leaf headband tied around her head. Sakura, Naruto whispered. She hates us. She broke my heart and dares ask for an apology from me? The 13-year-old glared. She makes fun of me. She hits me all the time. Then she wants me to help her. The 11-year-old glared when an 11-year-old Sakura appeared. She ignores me like them. She says I have no parents, that I could never be loved. But she wants me to beat up her bullies? The 5-year-old boy glared when a 5-year-old Sakura appeared. She makes fun of us. She hits us. She breaks us. She hates us. We want to kill her grrrhhh. All 4 Narutos leapt for the kill. The real Naruto charged for the villagers, pulling out his sword, slaughtering them all like pigs. Sasuke's subconscious. Hate little brother. Hate me for the rest of your days. Live in hate. Come to me when you have learned to hate. The Mangekyo Sharingan. Your best friend. You must kill him. And hate. No, I will never kill Naruto. He's not my best friend, he's my brother. A better brother than you. We will kill you together. I now understand hate. Sasuke stated, standing in nothing but white. Why, big brother? Why did you kill mother and father? Sasuke looked up to see himself at the time of the massacre, sobbing. Now I know how to hate you. How to hate everyone who does me wrong. I will obtain power any way possible. The boy hissed. Sasuke looked around to see him. We can hate him together, Sasuke. Sasuke looked to see Naruto, who had his sword drawn, covered with blood. He looked back and saw every villager dead. The one in front of the dead bodies was Sakura, who toppled other age Sakuras. Sasuke turned to the front and drew his sword. Right? Let's hate them all. Reality. On the ground were a beaten Ino and Sakura, whose hair has been cut short. Shikamaru was sweating, controlling the 2-sound ninja, while Choji was knocked out. I'm spent, I can't hold it any longer. I'm sorry, Ino, Choji. Clouds. Shikamaru thought, releasing the jutsu. Ah, so you can only hold it for 10 minutes, How weak. Dosu smirked. The 2 ninja ran for the ninjas when they were halted, feeling massive chakra. Dosu, what is this? It's taking all I have not to crash to the ground, it feels like pressure. Zaku panted, gasping for breath. Ino felt the chakra too, and it terrified her. She looked to Sakura, who was looking at the small cave. Sakura? Ino asked. And Naruto? Sasuke? Sakura stuttered. Ino turned her head to the cave and cringed when she saw red chakra swirling wildly around Naruto and Sasuke, who started getting up. Once Naruto's head was up, his eyes made her squirm. She's seen his eyes red before, but his eyes were slitted red with ripple patterns. She locked gazes with him before he was right beside her. Ino, who did this to you? Point out the ones who did this. Naruto growled in a calm tone. We did. So what? What are you gonna do? Zaku grinned. You hurt my friend. For that death would be too good for you. No, I'm gonna rip your soul away from your body and feed it to my blade while spilling your blood and keep you alive to watch and witness the pain. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Naruto smiled. Oh yeah, try it, bitch. Zaku raised his hands. Extreme Air Slicer. A giant pulse of air shot from his hands, cutting everything in range and sight. After the smoke disappeared, there was nothing there. All talk but no bite. Zaku smirked. You shouldn't talk. Zaku whipped his head to see Naruto holding Ino bridal style with Shikamaru at his feet, and noticed Sasuke with Sakura and Choji by his feet. How? How are you alive? Zaku gasped. Who cares? Just die. Naruto lunged for Zaku, knocking him back before grabbing his collar and smashed him onto the ground. Naruto raised his fist and started beating Zaku's face in, covering his knuckles with blood. There now, I feel a little better, but... Naruto flipped his victim over on his back and grabbed his arms, placing his foot on Zaku's back and started pulling. You rely too much on your arms. Let's change that, shall we? Naruto smirked, earning screams from Zaku. After his fun was up, he turned his head to see Sasuke holding up Dosu by the neck. What would happen if you couldn't use that armor anymore? Sasuke asked, gaining a gurgle as his response. Rip it off, you say? If you say so. Sasuke shrugged with a smirk, reaching for Dosu's arm before he was being held by someone. Please stop. Bring back my Sasuke. That's enough. Please let him go. Sakura cried. Sakura? Sasuke asked. Naruto growled and made his way to the pinkette, his red chakra flaring around even more, his red eyes turning blood red instead of crimson. He yanked Sakura off and held her in the same position as Dosu. Naruto? What are you doing? Sakura choked. I'm tired of your games, so I think I'll just kill you now. Naruto growled, raising his hand into a sword shape, ready to lunge into her heart. Sasuke was alarmed and let Dosu go, who gasped for air and made his way to Naruto. Die! Naruto yelled, lunging his arm when Sakura was let go from his grasp, and looked around to see Sasuke making his way to him and Ino just watching, about to cry. What? Naruto whispered, confused. Don't you dare kill her! A voice yelled in his head. Naruto blinked and was in the white place, staring eye to eye with Naruto, wearing his clothes he got from Kyubi. What was strange was his eyes were sky blue. I made you let Sakura-chan go, the Naruto stated. Why did you do that? You wanted her gone, so I was about to oblige, Naruto stated. Not like this, Kitsune, Naruto yelled, making Kitsune flinch. I forbid you hurting Sakura, got it? Naruto growled. Why would I do that? I'm already in control when I need to be. I'm your wall of defense. Kitsune smirked. Just don't kill her. Do whatever you want to get rid of her, but not kill her, got it? Naruto ordered. Fine. Take your body back. Kitsune faded away. Naruto woke up and saw Ino hovering over him. Ino-chan? Are you okay? I can't remember. He lied. What happened to you, Naruto-kun? You looked like you wanted to kill everyone. Even me. Ino teared. I'm sorry, Ino-chan, I don't know what came over me. Do you hate me? Naruto asked. No. I know that it wasn't you doing all that stuff. You may be tough but not heartless. Ino smiled. What happened to the ninja who attacked you? Naruto wondered. They left. They said they would fight you again, but later. They left you guys an earth scroll for your troubles and a heaven scroll for ours. Ino grinned. That's good. What about Sakura? Naruto sat up. She's a little shook about what you did. You broke one sound ninja's arms, and nearly killed her when you let her go. Naruto and Ino looked over to Sakura and Sasuke, who were talking. She's scared, isn't she? Naruto asked. A little bit. She wanted me to talk to you before she did. She noticed us getting along. Ino said. They both saw Sakura look over to Naruto and gave a small smile before getting up and walking towards them. I better go, my team has to get to the tower. Ino said, trying to walk off when she noticed Naruto holding her arm, pulling her into a hug. Thank you, Ino. And I want you to go to the tower with us, since we both have both scrolls. Naruto grinned, earning a smile from Ino. Okay, Naruto-kun. I better go check on my teammates first. We'll leave when you're ready too. Ino nodded, walking off. Walking over to Naruto, Sakura saw the short embrace he gave Ino and frowned a little bit. Will I be able to get that too? Sakura thought. No way. Not after what you did to him. I'm surprised he still even looks at you. Inner Sakura stated. Hearing her inner self again in a long time made Sakura jump a little. You're back. Where have you been? Sakura asked. I had to calm myself down before I chewed you out for what you did. Then when I was about to curse you out, you were placed on a genjutsu. Inner Sakura informed. Genjutsu? Wait, what did I do? Sakura wondered. You'll find out soon once I pick this lock open. Anyway, go talk to Naruto-kun. Inner Sakura snickered, fading away. Naruto, how do you feel? Sakura asked. Naruto narrowed his eyes, realizing the suffix that was almost added to his name. Nut shrugged it off. Fine. Are you okay? Naruto asked, seeing the grip marks on her neck. Oh, me? I'm fine. Sakura gave him a fake smile, which he clearly saw through. You know, Sakura, it makes me angry when think you can just lie straight to my face. I know you're scared, you're practically shaking. Naruto pointed out. Sakura let her smile fade and let replace with a face of worry. Naruto, what happened? Your eyes were full of hate and sorrow. But now they just seem cold and angry. Just a minute ago they were full of… Just answer me, Sakura. I don't have time for your games. Naruto snapped. Hearing that line again made Sakura freeze, which Naruto noticed and cursed himself inwardly. I'm sorry, Sakura. I didn't mean to snap at you. Ino told me what happened. I'm very sorry I hurt you. I lost myself. Naruto hung his head down. Naruto, what did I do? What did I do to make you hate me? Sakura asked, practically begging. Naruto didn't want to have this conversation and stood up. Come on, we have to go. Time's almost up. Naruto ignored her and walked off towards Sasuke. Naruto, tell me. Sakura yelled, but Naruto just kept walking. Naruto, what happened? Sakura whispered. Well, how do you feel? Sasuke asked. Cut it the crap, Sasuke, I know you told her to talk to me. I can hear your… Come on, we have to talk to Sensei. Naruto ordered. They both closed their eyes in a meditative state. Kyuubi realm. Instead of standing in front of the cage, the two fox students were standing in front of Kyuubi out of his cage in a grassy field. Lord Kyuubi, the two bowed. Naruto, Sasuke, I feel a disturbance brewing within you two, and it might be dangerous. The power you two witnessed was not mine. It was this disturbance. You two must make your choices wisely or it could end you. As long as you don't feel extreme anger like hatred, then I'm guessing the power will not consume you, but be careful. Kyuubi informed before the two faded. Reality. Naruto and Sasuke opened their eyes. Naruto-kun, are you ready to go? Ino asked. Naruto turned to see Ino's team. Wait, you're coming with us? Sasuke asked. Yeah. Come on, we have to get moving. Naruto said before strapping his sword to his back and dusting himself off. All right, let's move. To the tower. Chapter 11. Preliminaries. All the genin teams who made it past the second exam were standing in a team line facing the Hokage. Just like the second exam, there were too many genin that passed. At the beginning, there were 96 going into the exam, but now there were 39, meaning 13 teams. Amongst those teams was Gaara's team, who made record time without a simple scratch. Another team was Desauki's team, almost in the same condition, that were right behind Gaara's team. Somehow the sound ninja made it also, but the one named Zaku had his arms in slings thanks to the crazed Naruto. Kiba's team also made it, but not as well as Gaara's team. Team Guy also made it. Kabuto's team, of course thanks to Naruto and Sasuke as an escort team, Asuma made it too. Last was Team 7 with a smirking Naruto and Sasuke and a shy Sakura. Seeing all them settled down and ready to listen, the Sandaime Hokage Hiruzen Sarutobi stepped up. Congratulations on passing the second exam. I see you all worked really hard to be here. He smiled. Now before we move to the third exam, we didn't expect to have so many genin here, so in the first time in 10 years we will have to hold a preliminary exam. The Sandaime said. What? That's a waste of time, why can't we just go to the finals? Kiba yelled. Because in the finals we will have nearly the whole village and the Kazekage at the finals. So we will need to make them tight, intense, and quick. So by having the preliminaries we can shorten this wide group. Hiruzen informed. In front of him leapt a Jonin, bowing his head. Lord Hokage, please let me Hayate Gecko, the proctor of the third exam, take over from here. Hayate requested. Go ahead. The old Sarutobi blew on his pipe. Hayate nodded in thanks before turning around to the genin. He wore the jonin outfit, but his headband was like a bandana wrapped over his hair. His eyes had bags under them and looked awfully sick. All the genin took notice of this. Good to meet you, everyone. I am Hayate. Now, as Lord Hokage said, about the preliminaries must start now. Hayate informed. What now? Shikamaru yelled. Yes, before we begin though, is there anyone here who might want to leave? If you're injured too badly or under the weather, it's okay for you to leave without brining your teammates down. So, any takers? He coughed. Well, I'm outta here, see ya. Kabuto raised his hand. Naruto gave him a questioning look but saw that he didn't look well, but something about Kabuto was rubbing him the wrong way. Kabuto's team left with him. After that, no one else left, leaving 54 people, meaning 18 teams. Sakura looked to Sasuke and Naruto and noticed most of their bruises and cuts were gone, but they still looked deathly tired. Anko took note of Sasuke's condition and decided to talk to the Hokage. Lord Hokage, we need to take Sasuke Uchiha out of the exams. Could be the curse mark, look at him. He could be a danger. Anko informed. No, he's fine. So don't worry. I don't feel the dark, ominous chakra emitting from him. The Sandaime reassured. But Lord Hokage, don't count Sasuke out yet. He is an Uchiha after all. How do you think he's gonna take it? He is practically shaking from anticipation. So I agree with Lord Hokage. Kakashi, I smiled. No one else? Good. From here on out, the matches will be one-on-one. We will have a total of 12 matches. We will direct the matches by this computer screen up here. Now, when I say begin, the two genin will fight till one of them is knocked out, unable to fight or death. But since I'm here and the other jonin, we will not let anything like death happen. Once I declare you the winner, you stop immediately. Okay, so let's begin. They all looked to the computer screen and it was running through names till it stopped. The first match is Tsubasa Crane versus Shino Aburame. The rest of you go up to the ledge and wait. The genin all made their way to the ledge. Naruto and Sasuke strayed away from the rest of the genin, which Ino, Sakura, and Kakashi noticed. Let's see how this Tsubasa does. There's no doubt that he will win. Sasuke smirked. Yeah, but don't count Shino out yet, Naruto said. They both focused their attention on the match waiting to begin. Alright, begin, Hayate ordered. Tsubasa crossed his arms and stared at Shino, and Shino stared back. What's going on, sensei? Why are they just standing there? Sakura asked. It seems they're sizing each other up. Kakashi looked over to Naruto and Sasuke, who were moving their eyes all over the place. That's gross. Naruto grumbled. Hey, yeah, but it seems it would be effective. Sasuke smirked. What kind of bugs are these? They aren't familiar to me where I come from. Tsubasa informed, looking around the air. These are microscopic Kurokaichi beetles. I'm surprised you noticed them, Shino said, amused. Of course these bugs are cool. You actually might be worth my time. Tsubasa smirked before charging at Shino, raised his arm, and a swarm of locusts surrounded Tsubasa. Fire style. Phoenix cage. Tsubasa made the appropriate signs and fire started swirling around him till it made a cage. The locusts were getting torched, and within 1 minute dead singed bugs were on the floor around his feet. Heh, so that's it? Tsubasa asked. He looked up to see a black small dot forming above him. Ninja style. Black beetle storm. Shino chanted. Crap. Eagle technique feather strike. Tsubasa pulled off a few strands of his long silver hair and engulfed them in chakra. Take this. Tsubasa threw his chakra strand hair at the oncoming dot. Flap. Tsubasa clasped his hands together and the few stands turned to thousands of stands and the black dot was pierced by the hair. Smart but. Shino appeared behind Tsubasa and bugs started crawling on his opponent. Hey, you've been caught. Eagle palm force. Tsubasa reappeared behind Shino and struck his back, slamming him into the wall. Hayate went to go check on Shino. Tsubasa will be moving to the finals. Hayate declared Tsubasa the winner. Shino. Kiba leaped down from the ledge and checked on his friend. Shino, you all right, man? Kiba asked. Don't worry, he'll be fine. Tsubasa reassured. Kiba turned to the silver-haired genin. When he wakes up, tell him he was a worthy opponent and I enjoyed our fight. Tubasa smiled before giving the two Fox students a glance and walked towards his team. Alright, we're gonna move on to the next match. Kankuro felt a sudden lust of blood and looked at Gaara, who was smiling a little bit. Man, this kid gives me the creeps. Next match is Zaku Abumi versus Shirou Katsune. Would you two please come down? Height said. Zaku, be careful, we have no idea who this Shirou is or what his abilities are. Dosu warned. Who cares, I'll take him down whoever he is. Zaku smirked. Yosh. It's finally my turn, Yahoo. The three-sound genin turned and saw a ninja jump from the ledge. Heh, he's my opponent? No sweat. Zaku's smirk turned even bigger and he walked down. Shirou wore white shorts that covered his knees and was wearing a black shirt like Sasuke that had a big white star on the front and small white stars on the shoulders of his short sleeves. He had white spiky hair and a huge grin that rivaled Naruto's. His eyes were light blue, his headband was swung around his neck. The cloth was black and the plate was a symbol from Waterfall. Wait a minute. This is not fair. Why do I have to fight a guy who can't use his arms? This is an insult to my strength. Shirou complained. Shirou, would you shut up and fight? Geez. Shirou looked up to his teammate, who was a girl with curly long red hair wearing an orange no-sleeve shirt and knee-high tight black pants. Her headband was tied to her thigh. Fine, but sensei, you better treat me to some ramen later. Shirou pointed to his sensei. He was tall and lean with a brown jonin vest and black pants. His shirt under was short-sleeved, so he had bandages on each arm. His hair was light blue and his eyes were closed. But he had a smirk on his face. His headband was tied around his head. HN, was his reply. Now, if you're done with your stupidity, can I begin kicking your ass? Zaku smirked. Shirou turned his head annoyed. You talk pretty big for someone with no arms. Shirou stuck out his tongue, which Zaku angry. You little brat. Zaku growled. All right, begin. Aide ordered. Shirou wasted no time charging at Zaku, shocking him and hitting him square in the face with his fist. Zaku tumbled to the ground. Heh, I feel better. Shirou grinned, rubbing his nose with one finger. Zaku stood up and glared at the white-haired boy. Did I make you mad? Shirou mocked. I'll show you. I'll show you all. Zaku pulled out both arms in front of him. Oh! Shirou frowned. Extreme air slicer. Zaku yelled, making pressured air shoot from his hands, slamming Shirou into a wall. Shirou slumped down to the floor. Zaku is the... Don't you stop this match. Come on, Shirou, get your lazy ass up and beat him down. Shirou's red-headed teammate yelled. It's useless, he's... What? Zaku gasped when he saw Shirou stand back up. Don't underestimate me, and I won't underestimate you. Shirou yelled, clasping his hands together and started making signs. Fire style, blaze ball. Shirou sucked in air and tilted his head back and blew a huge fireball. The fireball blazed all the way to Zaku, who was trying his best to put it out with no luck. Water style, water fong bullet. Shirou did the same movements he did before and spit out a giant ball of liquid that clashed with the fire, making steam. Ninja art, high air pressure. Shirou clasped his hands together and the air felt like it was getting thinner. Why can't I breathe? Zaku panicked. Shirou ran inside the steam, and for a while nothing was happening till the steam dissipated and revealed a beaten and bloody Zaku, who was being stepped on by Shirou, who held his hands up in the peace sign, grinning from ear to ear. Shirou is declared the winner and is going to the finals. A8 declared. Yosh. I did it, Kluk. See, I beat him. Shirou cheered, running back to his team when he was stopped. I saw what you did, and you did great. How about me and you have a match sometime? Naruto asked, grinning his foxy grin, holding out his hand. Shirou couldn't help but grin back. This was the first time anyone acknowledged his strength since he got here and was actually smiling at him. He gladly shook his hand. Thanks. I'm Shirou. Shirou greeted. I'm Naruto. Naruto smiled. Well, see ya later, Naruto. Shirou was about to run off when Naruto stopped him. I heard that you like ramen. How about after this we go get some, like a celebration since we both won? My treat. Naruto smiled. Wait, did you fight yet? Shirou asked, confused. No, but I'm gonna win. Well, Naruto kept his smile. Yeah, sure. Hey sensei, I'm gonna have ramen with Naruto. How do you like that? Shirou yelled before running off. Why did you do that? Sasuke asked amused. Because he seems pretty cool, don't find many people like that these days. Naruto smirked. Come on, let's go. Sasuke and Naruto made their way back to their squad. Naruto, Sasuke. Kakashi greeted and got a nod from the two boys. Naruto stayed as far away as possible from Sakura. Okay, the third match is... Everyone looked at the screen. Kankuro versus Desauki. Hate coughed. Naruto and Sasuke's eyes darted to Desauki, who flipped over the railing. And Kankuro walked down the stairs. So you're a puppet master, hun? Desauki asked. Yup. Tell me what's with the giant scythe. Kankuro asked. Oh, this is a long story. Let's just say it was prize from a legendary battle with the great demon Wolf. Desauki grabbed his scythe and swung it and let go, letting crash and stick to the wall next to Tubasa, who smirked. You idiot, don't underestimate your enemies. Tubasa thought. If you're ready, begin. Desauki left his spot with a red flash that made Naruto nearly fall off the ledge. How the hell did he do that? Naruto shouted. This Desauki is... Sasuke couldn't finish when Kankuro flew across the arena. How can he move that fast? Kankuro grumbled. Desauki was standing in front of him with his hands behind his head. Come on out. I know that you're in the bandages. Desauki stated. Fine, I guess I'm just gonna have to break it. Desauki shrugged and his fist was surrounded by green chakra that turned blue. Desauki smashed his fist down on Kankuro, smashing him and creating a small crater. Kankuro was smashed to 1,000 pieces of wood, only leaving the bandages. Give up. Without your puppet you can't fight, right? Desauki asked, knowing the answer. Fool. I can still fight. Kankuro yelled, coming at Desauki from behind with a punch. Desauki simply sidestepped him and grabbed his shirt, pulling the puppeteer back. Big mistake. Desauki smirked. Desauki brought up his knee with force, crashing it with Kankuro's lower back. He then grabbed his neck and slammed him against the ground. Desauki is the winner, Eight declared. Desauki smiled and made his way back to his team. This is... Sasuke was appalled. This is freaking awesome. Desauki, you're rock. Naruto cheered, which earned him a grin from the said person. Okay, let's move on to the next match. Eight nodded. Come on, it has to be me. I can't wait any longer. Naruto practically was jumping. When the name stopped, Naruto immediately stopped jumping. Oh shit. Naruto cursed inwardly. Sakura, go. Sasuke pushed her to the stairs. Sakura walked down the stairs. Ino did the same. In a flash of green, someone was standing between Naruto and Sasuke. Go, Sakura-chan, show your youth, the person yelled. What the hell, bushy brows? Where did you come from? Naruto stepped back, clutching his chest. Sakura and Ino were facing each other. So Sakura, it's you and me? Guess it's time to let out my rage. Ino glared. Whatever, pig. Sakura glared back. Kick her ass, Ino-chan. Come on, you can do it. Naruto cheered. Kakashi was taken back from Naruto's behavior. Naruto, why are you cheering Ino on, why not Sakura? He asked. Because Ino needs my support just like she gave me support. Naruto said. You have a lot of nerve, Sakura. Did you really expect Naruto to forgive you? Ino asked. Forgive me? Forgive me for what? What did I do? Sakura yelled. How could you forget what you said to him? Do you just not care? Ino yelled back. Begin. Height stepped back. The two girls charged at each other, giving each other blows and receiving blows. Ino stepped back and got into a position Sakura vaguely remembered. Shrugging it off, she charged at Ino with a punch that Ino ducked and slammed her head into Sakura's stomach before spinning behind her and slamming her knee at Sakura's waist and extending her in the air. Seeing this move, Naruto smiled. She finally mastered this combo, hun? Amazing. Naruto grinned. Ino put chakra into her feet so she could use the combo and jumped high enough to be ahead of her. She swung her leg up. Heaven kick of pain! And she slammed it down, making Sakura crash to the ground, forming a crater. Whoa, when did Ino learn that? Shikamaru asked out loud. Still high in the air, Ino readied her fist and increased her fall. Eagle strike. Ino crashed her fist down onto Sakura's stomach, making her cough up blood and form another crater. Ino leaped off of Sakura and collapsed on the ground. Ino couldn't finish when she saw Sakura stand up. Nice try, pig. But you failed. Sakura smirked, half-beaten. I can't move, Ino thought. Sakura ran at the girl and was hitting her constantly. On the last hit, she sent Ino flying back. But something flew off her neck towards Sakura. Jewelry, Ino? How sweet. Sakura was about to crush it when she was knocked back with a fist. Don't you dare stomp on this locket again, Ino growled. Ino picked up the gold heart-shaped locket and held it in her hands. Again? What do you mean again? Sakura wiped her mouth. This time Ino really wanted to kill her with her glare. You forgot. You forgot about this necklace. Ino yelled in fury. Ino pulled out a kunai and cut her hair. Look at what you made me do. Ino yelled, throwing it to the ground, letting the hair scatter. This ends now, I'm gonna make you say I give up, Ino said, forming her hands in a square. That jutsu? Ha, you only got one shot and one shot only. Sakura smirked. Whatever mind transfer jutsu. Ino yelled, slumping to the ground after that. Sakura moved out the way. You lose, Ino. Not really, forehead. Ino smirked. What? Sakura tried to move again but couldn't. I used my hair as a chakra medium, letting it trap you. Now mind transfer jutsu. Ino yelled before really slumping down. Sakura just stood there in a daze. Sakura's mind. All right, I'm inside. Ino smiled. She turned around to see Sakura trying to pick open a lock on a door. Sakura? How did you? Sakura turned to Ino and smiled. Ino, you're here. Come on, help me get this lock opened. Sakura smiled. Why? Ino asked, confused. So that Baka can remember what she did to Naruto. I totally agree with you, Ino. But Sakura needs to remember. Before Naruto went for training, he put a genjutsu on Sakura and hasn't unlocked it since. But she needs to remember, so me and you can chew her out. So will you help? Sakura asked. Ino nodded, walking to the door. She dug in her pocket and didn't feel the locket. Instead, she pulled out a key. What the? Where's the locket? Ino asked, looking around frantically. Ino calmed down. The locket must be the key to unlock the memory. Let's just open it. It'll be a while when she remembers, but if you can tell her what happened, she will remember. Sakura informed. Ino put the key in the hole and the lock unlocked. Sakura pulled of the lock and opened the door. Ino stepped inside and saw Sakura in her white dress she wore before her birthday and Naruto walking up to her. Happy birthday, Sakura-chan. Naruto grinned. Sakura frowned. Oh hey Naruto, Sakura said, bored. Ino looked and saw herself sitting at the table watching. I got you. Naruto was interrupted when the guy who was Shikamaru bumped into him, making Naruto spill Sakura's juice on her. Naruto dropped his present on the ground and Ino ran to go pick it up so it wouldn't get damaged, but it phased right through her hand. Naruto, you idiot. Look at what you did to my dress, Sakura yelled. Naruto shook his head from his daze and was about to pick up the locket when a foot smashed on it. Sakura-chan, look at what you did, Naruto whispered. Ino looked at the blonde's eyes and could see he was already on the verge of tears. Ino just looked at the memory Naruto while Sakura ranted on him. She was starting to cry and wanted to hold the boy to stop his sadness. But she was getting pulled away from the memory till she was in her own body. There, now you're out, Sakura panted. Ino stood up with her eyes closed. What's wrong, pig? Speechless, Sakura mocked. Sakura, me and you one more time. Let's end this, Ino whispered. Sounds good to me. Sakura got into a fighting position, so did Ino. They both charged at the same time. Sakura! Ino! The two got closer and bashed each other's heads at the same time. They both fell with a thud. Ino-chan, Naruto called before leaping to Ino, who was knocked unconscious. Sakura was barely conscious enough to see Naruto rush to Ino's side instead of her and let a single tear tread down her face. Naruto picked Ino up bridal style before leaping back to the ledge. Kakashi leaped next to Sakura and jumped back with her back to the ledge. Since both of them have been knocked unconscious, I declare that no one goes to the finals. Now the next match. For the next match was Shikamaru's against Kin, but for now Naruto wasn't paying attention. Ino was waking up. When she opened her eyes, she saw Naruto. "Hey Ino-chan. How was your nap?" Naruto smiled, kneeling beside her. "No, my head hurts." "Wait, the necklace." "Where's the necklace?" Ino asked, looking around. "This necklace." Naruto held up the banged-up locket. "Listen, Ino-chan. I'm gonna get you your own necklace. Just for you." Naruto smiled. "Okay, but for now can I keep this one?" Ino asked. "Why? It's all banged up." Naruto looked at it and back at her, confused. "Yes, but it reminds me of the heart I have to fix." "Yours." Ino smiled. Naruto couldn't help it anymore. He leaned in and kissed Ino softly but firm. At first Ino was shocked but deepened the kiss. Sakura woke up in time to see them lock lips. And she was sad. She didn't know why, but she was sad. Naruto pulled away for breath. "I'm proud of you, Ino. I didn't think you would learn the eagle strike so suddenly. Especially since you didn't have the special training." Naruto grinned. Ino smiled before pulling him into another kiss. Ino calmed her heart down after that and looked at Sakura, who was facing the arena. Ino clearly saw a tear fall down her face. "Naruto-kun, help me up." Naruto helped his new girlfriend up, still holding her hand. "Sakura, come on, we need to talk." Ino grabbed Sakura's hand and let go of Naruto's and walked far away from earshot and mind reading. "Sakura, why Ino? I thought you hated Naruto? And then you kiss him?" Sakura cried. "Sakura, there's a reason why Naruto is being so cold to you." "Do you know why?" Ino asked. Sakura wiped her eyes and nodded no. "Sakura, what do you remember at your birthday party?" Ino asked. Sakura looked at her, confused. "I remember some things, but not everything," Sakura said. "Well, do you remember Naruto there?" Ino asked. Sakura thought long and hard. "No, I can't remember." "Ino, does this have anything to do why Naruto so cold to me? And different?" Sakura wondered. "Yes, Sakura. He came to your party with the most beautiful gift ready to give to you, and you crushed his heart and his gift," Ino said, pulling out the necklace. "This is the aftermath of what you did to his gift." Ino gave her the necklace. Sakura held it with the utmost care. She opened the locket and saw the picture of Team 7. She looked at the door of the locket and cried. "To Sakura-chan, the one I love the most." She closed her eyes and remembered everything that happened at her party. She shot her eyes open to see a somber Ino. "Well?" Ino asked. "I have to apologize. I have to get my Naruto back. I don't know what came over me. Please, Ino, I have to help me," Sakura begged. "What you did, Sakura, was terrible. I think it's too late, but I want him to be happy. So I will do anything I can. I think you two would be great together. Just wait for him, okay? But first you have to apologize. Not now, but soon, very soon," Ino reassured. The sixth match is Naruto Uzumaki vs. Rock Lee. Hey, informed. YOSH. I will finally get to fight Naruto. Let's go, my rival. Lee jumped off the ledge and waited for Naruto. Ino ran to Naruto while Sakura was behind, walking. "Naruto-kun, I'm so sorry, but how am I gonna tell you?" Naruto heard Sakura's thought. "Good luck, Naruto-kun." Ino kissed him and he kissed back before looking at Sakura and jumping off. "Dope. You forgot your sword," Sasuke called. "I don't need it. This should be a fair match." Naruto grinned at Lee. "I so happy I get to fight you from now, unlike Guy-sensei. You Naruto Uzumaki are my eternal rival." Lee did the nice guy pose. "Hey, I wouldn't have it any other way, Lee." Naruto smiled, crouching on all fours. "From what I've seen with his battle with Sasuke, he is fast and only uses taijutsu. So let's see how he is against Fox style. But I have to keep it simple and not reveal all my tricks. People are watching and taking notes." Naruto thought, still having the smile on his face. Lee got into his position too. "All right, begin." 1 Tubasa vs. Shino equals Tubasa. 2 Shirou vs. Zaku equals Shirou. 3 Desauki vs. Kankuro equals Desauki. 4 Ino vs. Sakura equals Tai. 5 Shikamaru vs. Kin equals Shikamaru. 6 Naruto vs. Lee equals. 7 Gaara vs. Kluke equals. 8 Temari vs. Tenten equals Temari. 9 Neji vs. Hinata equals Neji. 10 Sasuke vs. Zeke equals. 11 Dosu vs. Choji equals Dosu. 12 Riku vs. Kiba equals? Chapter 12. Preliminaries Part 2. Down in the arena stood Naruto Uzumaki facing Rock Lee. Hey8 just called the match to start. Everyone who was watching the match was on edge, especially Might Guy and Kakashi Hatake. Let's see which one is better. Kakashi. Guy smirked. Did you say something? Kakashi asked, which put Guy in agony. Damn you, Kakashi, and your hip attitude make me so… HHH. Guy ranted in his head, pulling his hair out. Oh, come on, Naruto. Do something already. Shirou yelled, hanging over the edge of the rail. Shut up, you idiot. His red-headed teammate bonked him on the head. Shirou, cloak enough. Look, they're starting. Their light blue-headed sensei pointed, opening his eyes, revealing them to be golden. Riku, don't you want to see the match? Klook asked her teammate, who was leaning on the wall behind his sensei. Imagine Riku from Kingdom Hearts. HN. Naruto will win. Can't you feel his chakra? I know sensei feels it. Riku pointed out. Shirou turned from his teammate and gazed at Naruto. Yes, he's moving. Good luck, Naruto. Shirou cheered. Naruto used the cheering as a starting point and rushed at Lee with a punch ready for his gut. Lee saw this coming and maneuvered out the way and swung his leg up at Naruto's head. Naruto grabbed it and twisted Lee around, but Lee used this chance to counter and gave a few jabs to Naruto's chest while in midair and flipped back a few feet away. Naruto quickly recovered and rushed at him in a blink of an eye and socked Lee's face, making Lee fly back. How did Naruto do that? Kakashi, what did you teach him? Guy stammered. Kakashi frowned. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Kakashi whispered. Sasuke glanced at Kakashi. Looks like he has his memory back, he thought, returning back to Naruto. That was amazing speed. But it won't happen again. Lee charged at Naruto faster than the last time. Lee finally caught up to Naruto and started giving Naruto a barrage of fists. Naruto blocked every one of them at the same speed as Lee. Before Lee gave his last punch, Naruto swung his leg forward and kicked Lee up. Naruto jumped to Lee and gave him a barrage of his fists to Lee's chest, knocking him down with a kick. Lee fell to the ground but quickly recovered and jumped to the giant's hands fingers. Naruto is really good. His taijutsu is excellent. But I have to not. Lee, take them off. Guy ordered. Lee looked at his sensei with confusion, followed by Naruto. But Guy-sensei, you said I can only take them off to protect my precious people. Lee replied. I know what I said, but this is an exception. Guy gave the nice guy pose. Lee started giggling like a little schoolgirl. YOSH Guy-sensei. Lee sat down and pulled out 2 weights from his orange leg warmers. The weights said guts. Ha, what are weights gonna do? Temari smirked. Are those what I think they are? Oh! Naruto's thought was interrupted when Lee dropped the weights and a big boom followed after, making everyone except Gaara's eyes pop out. Now go, Lee, Guy commanded. YOSH. Lee saluted before disappearing. Naruto didn't have time to block when a fist assaulted his face, but before he could fly back he was awarded a kick to his back. Then next thing he knew, he was being pummeled everywhere. Guy, you didn't, Kakashi said, and Guy grinned. Now your student has no chance of winning. Lee is the fastest genin in the leaf. Guy praised. Kit, get the hell out of here. Kyubi growled. Naruto did quick hand signs and yelled. Wind style. Wind barrier. In a quick burst of wind, Lee appeared and was knocked down. Man, Lee, you almost had me there. Good job. You have my respect. Naruto grinned. Dope, release the damn seal already, Sasuke ordered. Naruto turned to Sasuke and nodded. Alright, Lee. Now since we are both done warming up, Kai. Naruto yelled. Orange lines started sprouting over Naruto's body, which worried the leaf jonin. Lord Hokage, is it Kyubi? Enko asked. No, Naruto and Sasuke told me about this. Sandaime shook his head. The orange lines faded quickly and Naruto stretched. Alright, Lee, ready? Naruto smiled. Lee smiled back. I can't wait. Lee smiled, getting in position. They both smirked before disappearing in a yellow and green flash. Where did they go? Ino asked. I don't know, they just disappeared, Kakashi said, looking around. Kakashi looked over to Guy, whose eyes were darting back and forth around the arena. Sasuke doing the same. Guy, can you see them? Sasuke asked, which shocked Guy. Can you? Guy asked. Yup, So can the Waterfall Sensei and Gaara, also the Rain Ninja. Sasuke pointed out. Ino looked around to see the said people's eyes looking around the arena and then the air. Sakura was about to say something when a huge gust of wind blew almost everyone back. Then on the arena floor was Naruto and Lee with bruises and torn clothes staring at each other. Good job, Lee, you can keep up. But let's go a little slow, only a handful of people can see us, okay? Naruto said. Yeah, sure. Lee nodded. Suddenly, without hand signs, there were a total of 11 Narutos. What are you planning, Naruto? Sasuke whispered, narrowing his eyes at the blonde kitsune. You all know what to do, so let's do it. Naruto charged at Lee in a blur, letting the clones get in position. Naruto appeared in front of Lee and ducked, grabbing his leg, swinging the unsuspected Lee in the air. One Naruto jumped from his spot and attacked Lee with a 3-hit combo, finishing it with a kick to Lee's chin, launching him higher into the air. The same Naruto landed next to a fellow clone and threw the clone at the real Naruto, who grabbed the clone's arm and swung him at Lee. Lee was still in pain from the clone and didn't anticipate another barrage of fists to his solar plexus and another kick to the chin, making Lee go higher. The real Naruto finally made it to the ground and made a ladder, with the clones launching Naruto up towards Lee. Fox style. Kitsune barrage. Naruto yelled, appearing behind Lee, and swung his right arm at his chest with force, then flipping to the side and kicked his waist. Naruto finally blurred in front of Lee and barraged his fists into Lee's body. After he was done, Naruto grabbed Lee's leg and was plummeting back to the floor head-on. When Naruto felt he was in position, he brought Lee overhead and slammed him into the ground, earning him a scream of pain and cough of blood from Lee. Naruto got up and stepped away from his opponent, out of breath and looking over his handiwork. Lee was in a big crater with lots of cracks and dust. Heiei checked on Lee and his pulse. Rock Lee is knocked out, so the winner is Naruto Uzumaki. Heiei declared. The medics came to get Lee when Naruto stopped him. What are you doing? This boy needs medical attention. The medic shouted. Shut up. I got him. Naruto walked over to Lee and kneeled next to him. Naruto placed his hand on Lee's chest and closed his eyes in concentration. A red aura was surrounded Naruto, then transferred to his hand. Another red aura surrounded Lee and Naruto, and Lee's injuries slowly disappeared. Lee slowly opened his eyes and saw Naruto concentrating. My body, it doesn't hurt anymore? What's going on? Lee wondered. The red aura faded away from the two boys and Naruto opened his eyes. At first they were red and slitted, but they quickly turned blue. Hey, bushy brows. How do you feel? Great, hun. Naruto smiled. Lee started getting up and looked at the damage they did and the crater they created. I lost, hun? Lee asked. Naruto nodded. But you put up a great fight. I haven't fought like that since I fought Sasuke. Worthy of being my eternal rival. Naruto smiled. Yash, come on, let's get back to the others. Lee smiled. The two boys blurred back to the audience. Before Naruto could speak, he was bombarded by Ino with a hug. Great job, Naruto-kun. Ino smiled, kissing his cheek. Thanks, Ino-chan. Naruto smiled back. Everyone turned their attention to the screen. Gaara appeared at the arena floor in a whirl of sand. The next match is Gaara no Sabaku vs. Kluke Uzumaki. Heiei called. Naruto and Sasuke's eyes popped out their heads hearing Kluke's last name. You're an Uzumaki? Naruto pointed at Kluke. Kluke was confused, then she remembered Naruto's last name. You're an Uzumaki too? She pointed at Naruto. I thought I was the last one. They yelled at the same time. Hurry up. I don't have time to mess around. Gaara growled, which sent shivers through Akamaru's spine. Oh, shut up, this is the first time Kluke found a family member, so shut it, asshole. Shirou cursed, standing up for his crush. Thanks, Shirou. Kluke smiled and kissed his cheek before leaping off the ledge. Shirou was blushing like crazy before he passed out from blood loss. Kluke was facing a bored-looking Gaara. I have a bad feeling, Sasuke said. Naruto nodded. Silently, Sasuke removed his seal. Purple lines sprouted over his body like Naruto's did. Let the 7th match begin, Heiei ordered. Gaara's cork popped out of his gourd and sand started creeping out of it. Kluke vanished and tried hitting Gaara's face, but the sand blocked it. Kluke then spun around with a kick, trying to kick Gaara, but the sand kept blocking. Kluke leaped back. Damn, what's with the sand? Alright, fine. Kluke jumped up in the air and formed something in her hand. What is that? Naruto wondered. Oh yeah, do it, Kluke. Shirou jumped up and cheered. In the palm of her hand water was forming and becoming dense. I learned this from my uncle. Water style. Rasengan. Klook dropped to the ground and charged at Gaara, who wasn't even phased from the jutsu. Klook vanished in a red blur and appeared in front of Gaara, who was shocked. Take this. Klook plunged the water sphere in Gaara's chest and Gaara went flying the sand close behind. Klook immediately started casting hand signs. Water style. Water Fong Bullet. Klook spit out a giant ball of water that collided with Gaara. In the audience, Kankuro and Temari stood dumbstruck. How could that twerp harm Gaara? Kankuro wondered. I don't know. But Temari didn't finish. She didn't want to. Klook wondered if she won, but Hayate didn't declare the winner. He was staring in the direction she sent Gaara. I have to make more water. I'm only good for 2 more Rasengans, then I'm out of chakra. Klook started forming water around her hands and charged to where Gaara was. Once she reached her destination, she jumped in the air. Water style, Akur. Klook swung her hands in a crescent slash and a water crescent shape crashed against Gaara. That's enough. Gaara yelled. The sand flew towards Klook, who landed on the floor. The sand grappled around Klook and surrounded her body, and it was crushing her. Oh, I give up. Klook screamed in pain. Klook forfeits. Gaara, you won the match. Stop. Hayate ordered. But Gaara didn't stop. He was getting an evil grin on his face. Klook screamed in even more pain, bones starting to crack. Sasuke and Naruto were about to make their move when Gaara was decked in the face and flew back, the sand releasing from Klook, who was about to fall but was caught by her sensei. Gaara opened his eyes and saw a boy with spiky white hair land on him, straddling him. You bastard! Shirou yelled and punched Gaara's face over and over till Hayate grasped his shoulder, telling him to stop. Shirou looked over to Hayate and Hayate saw Shirou's eyes yellow and the white part. Don't know what's it called. Black. That's enough. Shirou, if you hit him one more time, you will be disqualified from the finals. Hayate warned. Shirou got up from Gaara before glaring at him, then ran off to check on Klook. Gaara got up and his sand retreated back in his gourd. Before going back to the audience, Gaara wanted to see who was the first person that hit him and got his answer. Riku was standing over Klook next to Shirou. Riku caught Gaara's gaze and smirked before turning back. Shirou looked at Gaara and sent off a massive killer intent which froze Rookie 9 besides the QB duo. You hurt her again and you won't be able to remind yourself why you're alive. Shirou growled before turning to Klook, who opened her eyes and looked at Shirou. Shirou? Riku? She asked in a raspy voice. Naruto appeared next to Klook and put his hand on her chest, giving her the same treatment as Lee. After Naruto started panting. Man, that's a lot of chakra. Naruto grumbled, looking into Klook's dark blue eyes. Here's a warning: next time you or your siblings try something like that again, Shikaku will be the least of your worries. The waterfall sensei warned, sending of a little killer intent to get his point across. Gaara was shocked at what he said. Before the sensei turned away back to his students, Gaara asked, Who are you? Gaara wondered. My name is Toshiro Katsune. Toshiro answered. Everyone returned back to the ledge and Naruto and Klook sat together. But before Naruto could speak, Hayate called the next match. Temari no Sabaku versus Tenten. Hayate informed. So anyway, how did you come here? I thought all the Uzumakis died when Kushina-chan died. Klook said. Wait, Kushina? Who's Kushina? Naruto asked, feeling uneasy. She was an Uzumaki. She moved here a long time ago. She was my aunt. She married someone in this village and he became my uncle. Once the Uzumaki's village, the village of whirlpools, was destroyed, my mother and father moved to the waterfall village. My aunt and uncle would sometimes visit and ask if they wanted to come to the leaf, but they said no. The last time Auntie Kushina came to visit me, my father told me she was having a baby. I was 1 at the time. After that, we never heard from Auntie Kushina and Uncle Minato again. Klook explained sadly, having a vague memory of her aunt who had long red hair and dark blue eyes like her. Was she part of your father's side or your mom's? Naruto asked. My mom's. They were twins. Sometimes when I looked at my mother, I saw my aunt. Klook gave a small smile. Wait, when? Naruto asked. My mother died 3 years ago. Some foreign ninjas set our house on fire at the dead of night. Me and Dad barely got out. The only reason I'm alive is because of Mom. She got me out before the house blew up. My father died shortly after. He was a ninja and Mom's death hit him pretty hard, so he couldn't focus on the mission and he was killed. I live with Sensei, but sometimes it gets lonely. In fact, even though Shirou comes to see me, I always feel alone. Kluke buried her head in her knees. Was your sensei close to your parents? Naruto asked, feeling a bit sad. Yeah, he was close to my mom. He trained under her. The Katsuns are a treasured clan to Waterfall. They possess a powerful Kekai Genkai that rivals the Uchiha's Sharingan. Each Katsune are born with a special tattoo. The more tattoos they get, the more chakra they can hold. The tattoos are stars, like Shirou's. Kluke pointed to the star on the back of Shirou's neck. It was white. Shirou and Sensei are special. Their powers outrival the others. People in his clan call him White Star. 1 because of his white hair and 2 because of the white star. Shirou has a total of 4 tattoos, 1 on his neck, 1 on each shoulder, and last on his heart. Sensei is called Black Star because he has a black star on the left side of his back. I don't know how many stars Sensei, but the way he fights is amazing. He is considered a genius. He made Chunin at the age of 10 and Jonin at 13. Right now he's 19. Mother was so proud of him. She saw him as a son, and I see him as a big brother. Kluke smiled. Kluke, you said you used the Rasengan and your uncle taught you. If I'm not mistaken, our 4th Hokage learned the Rasengan and died a long time ago. How was he able to teach you the Rasengan? Naruto asked. Well, this man taught it to me a year ago. He was a traveler and a pervert. But he accidentally told me about my uncle, about how he created the Rasengan. He didn't say anything much else, so I didn't know he was the Yondaime. So I just say my uncle taught me the jutsu. Kluke shrugged. This man, what was his name? Naruto wondered. I called Pervy Hermit or Pervy Sage, but his name was Jeriah. He kept going on how he was one of the 3 legendary Sannin. I said that was a load of crap. There was no way someone like that could be a Sannin. Kluke mocked. The winner is Temari, Eight declared. Naruto and Kluke stood up to see a beat-up Tenten on Temari's fan. Weapons everywhere. Hey, what a weakling. Temari smirked, throwing Tenten at a wall, but was caught by Lee. You have no respect for your opponents. What kind of person are you? Lee growled, putting Tenten down. The kind that doesn't care. She was weak anyway. Temari smirked. I will not let you bad-mouth Tenten. Lee charged at Temari, who was ready when he was stopped. Calm down, Lee. You saved Tenten, so don't worry about her. Okay? Naruto smiled. Reluctantly, Lee obliged before taking Tenten to the medics, then appearing with Naruto, who was with Kluke. Now the next match is Neji Hyuga versus Hinata Hyuga. A8 announced. Hinata, give up the match. You're not as nearly as strong as Neji. He'll kill you. Please, Hinata. Hiba pleaded. No, I must be strong, like Naruto-kun. Hinata shook her head and walked down the stairs to the arena where Neji was already. Lady Hinata, please give up the match. You're not cut out to be a shinobi. Please withdraw. Neji insisted. You're all sweetness and light, a peacemaker, not a troublemaker. You're easily led, not a leader. The truth is, your participation has been reluctant from the start, hasn't it? Neji stated. No, you're wrong. I really wanted to change that about myself, so of my volition Hinata trailed off. Lady Hinata, you're the sheltered little baby of the Leaf Village, aren't you? A leopard doesn't change its spots. A failure always fails, and a weak personality won't become strong. Neji stated. What? This guy is going down the wrong path. Naruto growled inwardly. It is unchangeable as the fact that I'm a cadet branch member and you're a member of the main family. Neji narrowed his eyes. Sasuke looked over to Naruto and saw his red chakra rising, but something was odd. Sasuke activated his Sharingan and saw that Naruto was in fox mode. Hinata head cast down and she slowly raised her hand. I. Hinata, don't you dare give up. This asshole doesn't know what he's talking about. Now kick his sorry ass. Naruto yelled in fox mode, his killer intent rising fast. Neji turned his head at Naruto and glared, but what Naruto did scared Neji. Naruto caught the glare and his Rinnegan activated with his fox mode. Naruto's whiskers were growing bolder and darker, his canine teeth getting sharper. Naruto sent all of his killer intent towards Neji, and Neji succumbed to the pressure and fell on one knee, panting. Naruto, calm down. Don't attract attention. Sasuke whispered in his ear. Naruto glanced around and saw Gaara, the Rain Ninja, the Sound Sensei, and the Hokage's eyes on him. I can't. This power, it's good, I need to kill something. And that something is that Hyuga. I hate him, Naruto growled. Sensei told us not to get angry, so calm down or I knock you out. Choose one, Sasuke warned. Alright Hinata, are you giving in? Hayate asked. I know. Hinata put her hand down, which calmed Naruto down a little bit. Alright, begin. As you know, I am too lazy to write the fight, so you guys know what happens, so read that or watch it. I will skip to the end of the fight. Neji was about to strike Hinata once more after he was already declared the winner. Hayate couldn't get to him in time. When Neji was about to make contact, he was hit into the air and tumbled to the ground. You won the match. So what the hell are you doing? Naruto yelled. And Naruto-kun. Hinata smiled before collapsing. Hinata! Naruto rushed to Hinata. The medics put her on the stretcher before they took off. Hinata called Naruto over. Thank you, Naruto-kun. You gave me the courage to not give up. Lo. Hinata passed out and the medics rushed to the hospital. Hinata. Naruto whispered. Hey you loser. Naruto turned to see Neji talking to him. A couple words of advice. A true shinobi would have to much class cheering during a serious match. And one more thing. Once a failure, always a failure, there's no changing that. Neji smirked. Naruto only heard the last part and it pissed him off. But he saw the blood and wiped his hand over and clenched his fist, facing it at Neji. Well, guess what? I don't care. There's no changing that, bitch. Oh, one more thing. I vow to win. Naruto smirked before walking off, leaving a stunned Neji. Okay, the next match is Sasuke Uchiha vs Zeke Kuratuchi. Hayate informed. The two boys jumped of the ledge, facing each other. Once again, too lazy to explain Zeke's look. So I'm just gonna tell you Zeke Asakura. Oh, I almost forgot. Well, I did forget. Tubasa looks like the Tsubasa in Beyblade Metal Fusion. I see, so you're Sasuke? This will be fun. Zeke smirked. HN. Well, let's see how good you are. Sasuke replied. Alright, begin. Hayate ordered. Right off the bat, Zeke started doing hand signs. Fire style. Fireball jutsu. Zeke released a fire from his mouth. Sasuke jumped in the air and cast the same jutsu, which Zeke dodged by appearing behind Sasuke. Wind style, air bullet. Zeke blew out a giant gust of wind that Sasuke was hit by crashing into a wall. Sasuke vanished in a poof of smoke. Fire style, dragon flame jutsu. Sasuke yelled in the air, blowing out a fire dragon. HN. Zeke simply dodged out the way before appearing next to Sasuke and nearly punched his face, but Sasuke blocked it with his hand and kneed Zeke's stomach before grabbing Zeke's arm and swinging him over his head. Zeke crashed to the ground. Sasuke landed on the ground with a small thud. Fire style. Ring of fire. Zeke placed his hands in a circle and a fire ring shot from the circle, getting bigger and bigger. Sasuke easily dodged it by jumping through, but by the time he did, Zeke was already done making new hand signs. Wind style. Divine wind. Big tornadoes circled around Sasuke and the ring of fire, and the wind merged with the fire, creating a fire tornado with Sasuke in it. Zeke clasped his hands together, which closed the top of the tornado, making Sasuke scream. Zeke smiled and expected a yell from Naruto or being declared the winner, but nothing came. Zeke looked around and saw everyone gone. Zeke looked up to the ceiling and saw a giant pair of red eyes with 3 tomos. Genjutsu. Damn Sharingan. Before Zeke could cancel it, he felt a burning sensation and looked to see himself burning up from his feet. The flame was at his hips. Zeke looked forward and saw Sasuke perfectly fine without a scratch, staring at him with his Sharingan activated. You lose, Sasuke stated, and the flame was up to his chest till it burned his heart, and Zeke screamed in pain. Everybody was just watching. The match began and everybody saw Sasuke activate his Sharingan and had a stare-off with Zeke. Naruto smirked. Teams already won. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Zeke screamed and fell over. Sasuke's eyes turned back to normal. You haven't had experience with the Sharingan. Sasuke started to walk off. Winner, Sasuke. Hayate coughed. Heh, so which one did you use? Naruto asked. Inner flame. Sasuke replied, bored. Kakashi stared at Sasuke in awe. Has he already mastered the Sharingan? Kakashi thought. Sasuke looked at Kakashi and gave him a nod, saying yes, then turned to observe the next match. The next match, Choji Akamichi vs. Dosu. Hayate called. Choji raised his hand. I give up, Choji said. Choji, why? Ino asked. Because I'm out of chakra without food, and in Shikamaru words, this is way too troublesome. I just stayed so I can see the fights. Choji explained. Shikamaru patted him on the back. Good choice, Shikamaru praised. Well then, the next match is Riku Kagame versus Kiba Inuzuka, Hayate stated. Before Riku walked off, Shirou gave him a big smile. Go get him, team. Shirou grinned. HN. Whatever, dope. Riku smirked. Good luck, Riku-kun. Kluke smiled. Riku nodded, walking off with a small smile. Alright, Akamaru, let's do this. Kiba cheered, standing in front of Riku, who had his hands in his pockets. Let the match begin. Hayate coughed. Ninja art. Beast. Kiba didn't finish when he flew back to the wall with a bruise on his cheek. Kiba looked up to see Riku with one raised hand. HN. Ninja art Reese. Riku put his hand in front of him and Kiba fell to the ground and couldn't get up. Wah! What's going on? I can't move. Kiba tried getting up but was forced to the ground. This is a special jutsu in my family. The gravity around you gets heavy and pushes down on you, crushing you slowly. Now if you don't want to be crushed, give up. Riku suggested. No way. Akamaru. Kiba called Akamaru, who came running at Riku, but Riku faced his other hand at Akamaru. Reese. Riku casted and Akamaru was forced down on the floor. Well, what are you gonna do? Riku asked. Aka Akamaru. Kiba groaned in pain. The gravity around them both intensified and they both groaned in pain. Well? Riku asked again. Kiba smirked. His reward was Akamaru whining in pain from Riku increasing the gravity. The only person who has survived this without being in the hospital for a week was my dope of a teammate Shirou. Even then he escaped with not working for 2 days. I wonder how you dog can take before dying. Riku wondered and increased the gravity on Akamaru, who whimpered even more before giving a yelp. Akamaru. Fine. I give up now, leave him alone. Kiba ordered. Riku released the jutsu and picked up Akamaru, examining him. What are you doing? Kiba panted, not able to get up. I'm healing him. You were being too stubborn. 30 more seconds and he would have died. Riku informed. Riku set him down and a green aura surrounded his hands. He placed them over Akamaru before they became purple. Akamaru whimpered before getting up, wagging its tail, and licked Riku's face in thanks. Riku smiled and walked over to Kiba and gave him the same treatment. Kiba was healed and looked at Akamaru, who jumped at Riku's tail still wagging. Riku is the winner. Can all the finalists come down, please? Hayate called and all the finalists went down as Kiba went down. Naruto and Sasuke stood next to each other, Shikamaru next to Neji. Desauki and Tubasa stood next to each other and Gaara and Temari did the same. Also copied by Riku and Shirou, who was grinning happily, hands behind his head. Dosu stood alone. They all faced the Hokage and Hayate. Congratulations, you all move on to the next exam. For preparation and so you can rest and train, the exam will be in 1 month. In this time you can do as you wish. Our guests and their teams can stay here courtesy of the Hokage. My advisors will lead you to where you'll be staying. Hayate. Sandaime gave Hayate the floor. Okay, we have a total of 11 finalists, so you will know who you are fighting 2 days before the finals. You all did excellent. Now go rest and enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you all at the finals. Hayate coughed then smiled. The third Hokage turned to the audience. You are all welcome to attend the finals. Buy your tickets soon, guarantee they will be sold out soon. You are all dismissed. Sandaime smiled. Shirou walked over to Naruto. Hey Naruto, let's go get that ramen. Shirou smiled. Yeah. Hold on, okay? Shirou nodded, going over to his sensei, who was smiling. Naruto leaped over to his friend Sasuke, joined a second later. Hey guys. I'm going to go have ramen with Shirou, anyone want to come? Naruto grinned, and that made everyone feel a little better knowing there was still a piece of the old Naruto there. Of course Naruto, and I'll come. Ino latched on his arm. I'm coming too. Lee smiled. I guess I'll come. Kluke smiled. Team? Naruto asked. No, I want Sasuke to come with me. We will be training, I want to teach him a new jutsu. Kakashi said. Naruto and Sasuke looked at him. Sasuke, come to Naruto's place tomorrow morning, we are going to have a new member. Understood. QB ordered. Yes, Lord QB. Alright, I'll see you later, dope. You too, Ino. Sasuke smirked and walked off with Kakashi. Naruto was about to walk off when he missed someone. You're welcome to come too, Sakura. Naruto smiled. Sakura was shocked at what she heard. Okay. Sakura walked next to Ino. Shirou, come on. Naruto called. Shirou grinned and ran to the group. They walked out the building on their way to Ichiraku. Ramen. Chapter 13. A Harem. The group of genin enjoyed their time together at Ichiraku. Naruto and Shirou practically had a competition on how much ramen they could eat. They both got up to 10 bowls till Kluke and Ino stopped the boys. Lee cheered them on for their youthfulness while Sakura just sat quietly and watched Naruto thinking about what to do. Naruto, being the mind reader, he has heard her thoughts and tried to decide on what he should do. It was late night when the group decided to head home. On the way they walked through the streets. Ino and Sakura noticed all the angry and cold stares the villagers gave Naruto. Naruto really didn't care about the stares till someone bumped into Sakura. Hey, watch it, fox bitch! The villager, before the villager can spit on her, he couldn't breathe and looked into the eyes of death. Watch your mouth, you cunt. Sakura-chan has done nothing to you. You try something like that again and I won't hesitate killing you. Naruto grinned evilly. Naruto, put him down. Ino called. Naruto dropped the man who ran off screaming demon. Naruto smirked before continuing his walk. He stopped when he saw the group of people watching him. Lee, take Sakura and Ino home. Shirou. Kluke, you know where you're staying, right? Naruto asked. They both nodded. Naruto, what are you gonna do? Lee asked. I'm going home. If you all stay with me, you'll get hurt. I'll see you guys later. Oh, Lee, Ino, come over to my place tomorrow morning, okay? Naruto smiled. They both nodded, and Naruto walked away the stairs following his way. Once Naruto was out of view, the others left. Ino convinced Lee to let Sakura come over her house and told him she would see him in the morning. With that, Lee walked off. So, do you know what you're gonna do? Ino asked. Yeah. It's gonna be hard, but the way he protected me earlier makes me think he still has some affection for me. Sakura smiled a little. You're gonna have to try. I'll see what I can do, but it's all on you. Ino said, walking into the house. They both parted ways after an hour and Sakura was walking home thinking about Naruto. That was the second time he saved me. Does he still? Sakura was bumped into someone and saw a huge man who looked drunk. Lust in his eyes. Well, hello, little girl. Tell me, what is someone so pretty like you doing out here? The man flirted. Hey Janji, look, isn't that the girl who hangs out with the fox brat? A skinny man walked up from behind the first, who was named Janji. Yeah, this must be his girl, she looks familiar. Hey Soku, you think we could take her home? Janji grinned. Sakura started stepping back while the men were inching closer. Come here, you. Janji yelled, yanking on Sakura's arm. Careful, you ape. What are you trying to do, wake the village? Soku scolded. Whatever. Hey, what would happen if we killed her? Wouldn't that just piss the brat off? Janji laughed. Yeah. Then he won't have no choice, let's do it. Soku smirked, pulling out a kunai. Janji threw Sakura to the ground. She wanted to get up and fight back, but she was way too tired. The men came closer till she disappeared in a yellow flash. They both looked behind them to see Sakura in the arms of her hero. Well, isn't the fox brat? What are you doing out here? Soku smirked. Naruto was different, way different, and Sakura could tell. She felt the killer intent she felt when Naruto nearly killed her. Although it wasn't at her but at the slime bags. Hit me, Naruto whispered. Sakura couldn't see his eyes because of his hair. What? Janji asked, confused. I'm giving you one chance and one chance only to hit me. So do it. One each. Naruto stated, putting Sakura behind him. Soku grinned and hit Naruto, who skidded back. Janji was next and sent Naruto tumbling on the ground. Naruto got up and started laughing. Now I can have some fun. Naruto smiled, licking his lips in a snake-like way, and that creeped Sakura out, knowing only one person who did that. Orochimaru. Naruto whipped his head up and his eyes were slitted red with the Rinnegan. Naruto cracked his fingers and his nails grew sharp to claws. Ha ha ha, die! Naruto laughed, manically charging at the men. Sakura closed her eyes and heard sickening snaps and blood splattering on the ground. She opened one eye and saw Naruto's back facing her standing in front of the mess he made. Fools! Naruto whispered before turning to Sakura. His eyes were back to normal, but his killer intent never even withered. You must be tired, Sakura-chan. Come, you can sleep at my house. Naruto said, carrying her bridal style, and jumped from rooftop to rooftop. Once Sakura was resting on Naruto's bed, Naruto walked into the room done with his shower. Sakura took a peek at his 13-year-old yet godly body, proving he's been training non-stop. After Naruto put on his shirt, he walked out of the room and into the living room where the couch was and laid down. Sakura tried to go to sleep but couldn't, so she walked into the room where Naruto was and stood in front of his back. What is it, Sakura? Naruto asked, fully awake. I want to talk to you. Sakura stuttered. Talk. Naruto replied. Okay, but can you face me? Sakura asked. No, if I do then I won't control myself. Naruto said. You'll kill me? Sakura asked, a little sad. The opposite. I just got with Ino. I'm not gonna break her heart like you did mine. Naruto said, which brought a surprised look to Sakura's face. Please, Naruto? Sakura pleaded. Fine. Naruto turned upright and faced her, revealing his dark blue eyes that should be sky blue. What is it you want to talk about? Naruto asked. I want to say I'm truly sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I guess I figured that it wouldn't faze you and you would just forgive me. Sakura said. But it did faze me. I loved you and you just ripped out my heart and stomped on it. Literally. Naruto frowned. I know, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything that I've done and said to you. I'm sorry for everything. I don't know what I had till I lost it. You were so serious and such a leader. So serious you had Sasuke following your lead. Naruto, I want my Naruto back. The Naruto that I love. I love. Don't say it. Please don't say it. Why should I believe anything you say? Why, Sakura? Naruto asked. Sakura looked confused, so she did her best to explain. Because you're the one who paid attention to me. You're the one who encouraged me. You did almost everything for me, yet I treated you like dirt. You loved me when the one I thought I loved didn't. Naruto, you've always loved me. And Naruto, I realized that I love you too. Did you hear me? I love you, Naruto. Sakura cried. Those are just words. You don't mean them at all. You have to prove it, Sakura. Naruto said, standing up. Before Naruto can turn away, Sakura saw tears falling and she grabbed him. I know you're hurting, Naruto. I know this. Please give me another chance. I'm begging you. Sakura cried. Naruto didn't move. He just held his breath, trying to figure out what to do. Naruto, please. I love you and you love me. Just please. Sakura begged. Sakura-chan. Please don't cry. Naruto whispered. Sakura looked up at the blonde. Just please don't cry. Naruto whispered before knocking her out. Just don't cry. The next morning, Sakura woke up in her room, but still wearing the shirt Naruto gave her, meaning what she confessed wasn't a dream. She had to get Naruto to confess his love for her, or die trying. Naruto was leaning against the rail outside his door, looking over the village, thinking about Sakura and Ino. She loves me? If she does, why do I feel empty? Naruto wondered out loud. Because you didn't say it back. You feel like you let her down. Do you love her? Do you forgive her? QB questioned. I don't know. I think I forgive her, but I don't know if I love her. This is so confusing. I hate seeing her cry, but deep down I wanted her to suffer. I wanted her to grovel in her sorrow and beg for forgiveness. Naruto-kun? You're up. Naruto turned to see Ino smiling at him. Ino, Naruto whispered. Ino noticed that her boyfriend has been crying and looked like he went through hell, and she could only think of one reason. You talked to Sakura, didn't you? Ino said. Naruto turned his gaze away and frowned. She told me she loved me, but I don't know if I love her anymore. I'm happy with you, but… Naruto trailed off. Naruto, you do love her. Ino smiled. Naruto looked at her confused. The fact that you're having trouble with this means you love her. You have no choice but to. Ino explained. But I'm with you. You and Sasuke were the ones who were with me. Don't you care what happens between us? Naruto asked. Of course I do. I love you too, Naruto, but Sakura is more important in your life than me. Ino smiled sadly. You and I both know that's not true. You are important to me now, okay? Naruto hugged her. Sorry, am I interrupting something? Naruto looked to see a smirking Sasuke. You're early, team. Naruto smirked back, not letting go of Ino's hand. So who else are we waiting for? Sasuke asked. We're waiting for Lee. He asked for him yesterday night. He also wants us to talk about something else that involves us. Naruto informed, earning a nod from Sasuke. Dope, what are you gonna do for training? You know Sensei can't teach us everything in 1 month. Sasuke asked. I don't know. Hey Ino-chan, I'm planning on going to the hot springs today, later, wanna come? Naruto smiled. I don't know. Why don't you ask Sakura? Ino smiled, which made Naruto frown. I'll go with you. Naruto cringed when he heard that voice, the voice he didn't want to hear. Hey Sakura. Ino smiled. Naruto walked into his apartment, leaving a smirking Sasuke, a confused Ino, and a sad Sakura. Stupid idiot, he has girls all over him and he won't even care. Sasuke whispered before realizing what he said. Hey girls, anyone want to go out with me? Sasuke asked. They both turned to him. No, they said simply before walking in the apartment, leaving a grinning Sasuke. Yes, I got rid of them. No more fangirls. Yahoo! Sasuke yelled in his head. Sakura and Ino were looking for Naruto when they stopped in front of his bedroom door. Sakura, you love him, right? Ino asked. Yes. Sakura replied. Then take him. Show him your love. He's been hurt for too long and I don't think I can help him anymore. The person who did the damage needs to heal him. Do it, Sakura. Ino smiled sadly. What about you, Ino? You love him, don't you? I don't think he'll accept me. Sakura looked at her friend. Yes, but we both can have him, Sakura said. This made Ino look at her like she was stupid. We can do that? Ino asked. Yup, it's called a harem. Let's face it, we both fall for the same guy and I'm tired of fighting over them. So we both can have him. Let's go cheer him up. Sakura grabbed Ino's hand and Ino blushed. What's this feeling? Why is my stomach feel so light? Is it because… Sakura opened the door and dragged Ino, so she couldn't finish her thought. Naruto? Sakura asked, looking into the dark room. Ino flipped on the light and saw Naruto leaning against the wall, eyes closed. Why are you here? Naruto asked. Naruto, I love you. Why can't you see that? Sakura asked. Because… Naruto didn't finish. You don't have a reason. Naruto, you're afraid to get hurt again. Ino stated. So what if I am? Naruto yelled, tears starting to form. So what? Naruto, it matters. We want to love you, but you're not letting us. Please, Naruto. Sakura walked to him. It's a lie. Those are just empty words. No one means what they say. Naruto stated. Sakura grabbed his face and made him look at her. We do. With that said, Sakura merged her lips with his. Naruto was unresponsive, but Sakura changed that and deepened the kiss. Naruto pulled her away and stared at her. Stop it. This is too much. Naruto frowned. Ino had enough with Naruto's attitude. That's it, Naruto. I've had enough of your attitude. Sakura is sorry and finally showed you affection and you turn her down? You have two beautiful girls that are willing to do anything for you and you can't even acknowledge them. If I knew any better, I say you are gay for Sasuke and want us to leave you alone. Is that true? Ino ranted, leaving a speechless Naruto. We are all going to be together whether you like it or love it. Ino growled. Well, what about sharing me? Aren't you worried about that? Naruto asked. Nope. Ino walked to Sakura and planted a long wet kiss on her lips. Naruto was utterly shocked and his nose started bleeding. Ino just French kissed as Sakura. Naruto thought. Hey, well, I didn't expect you to be such a pimp kid. Now you have two mates. Kyubi laughed. Ino moved back from Sakura, who was on cloud 9. First Naruto, then Ino, best day ever. See, Naruto, you don't have to worry about anything. Now, are we gonna be a happy harem or not? Ino asked. You just kissed as Sakura. I don't know what to think. Naruto passed out from blood loss. Well, at least he's not acting like a bitch about it as Sakura. Ino turned to see a passed out Sakura lying next to Naruto. They better get used to this. Ino muttered. Hey Ino, Lees. What happened to them? Sasuke asked, walking in with Lee. They just found out they are gonna be in a harem. Ino smiled. A harem? What's that? Lee asked. Man, you really are dense, Lee. Ino mocked. A harem is when you have more than 2 people in a couple. Like if Naruto dated Sakura and you aren't. Sasuke smirked. Yup, and they're gonna enjoy it. Like it or not. Ino smiled brightly. Well, it's about time. Dope is getting some happiness. Anyway, wake them up, we need to get to work. Sasuke said. Work? Why? What are we doing? Lee asked. Lord Kyuubi wants to train you too. Chapter 14. The Legendary Pervert. Naruto and Sasuke were standing in front of the 3 genin. Sakura Haruno, Ino Yamanaka and Rock Lee. Behind the Kyuubi duo was the 9-tailed fox's cage, who was gazing at the 3 nervous genin. Listen up, Kyuubi-sama has requested to see you 3. He sees promise within you and training from him will make you stronger. Sasuke said. Kyuubi-sama is the reason why Sasuke and I are this strong. We have a goal and that goal made us stronger. He wants to know your goal. And if he deems you worthy of training, you will be trained for 2 weeks in this world. Naruto explained. Ino-chan, please step up. Naruto ordered. Ino did what she was told. I have had my eye on you for quite some time now, since you tried to give Kit the answers at the first exam. I would like to train you. If you accept, you will probably get as strong as Naruto and be able to fulfill your goal. Do you accept? Kyuubi asked. Ino looked over to Naruto and Sakura. Ino kneeled to the giant kitsune. I accept, Lord Kyuubi. Ino bowed. Rock Lee, step up. Sasuke ordered. Lee walked forward. The fact that you can keep up with Naruto leaves me in awe of your power. You are already a taijutsu specialist. But with my training, you can show the world that you don't need ninjutsu or jinjutsu to be a talented ninja, instead of just Konoha. Do you accept? Kyuubi asked. Will I still be able to train with Guy-sensei? He is my idol. Lee stated. Yes, I can tell you have lots to learn from Mike Guy. So during your sleep you will train with me and when you can with Guy. Kyuubi nodded. Then I accept, Kyuubi-sensei. Lee bowed. Kyuubi's attention moved to Sakura, who was shaking. Why did you bring her, Kit? Kyuubi nearly growled. I thought you wanted to train her as well. Naruto shrugged, not worried about Kyuubi. I have not forgiven her of what she did. And I can tell in your heart you haven't either. Kyuubi smirked, earning a sly glare from Naruto. Ino looked up at Naruto and frowned at him. You still don't. That's beside the point, Fox, either you train her or not. She's my girlfriend and I'll protect her with my life. Naruto stated, earning a smile from Ino and Sakura. You're still too soft. Kyuubi said. I'll be soft with them. Anyone who hurts them will face death. Naruto said, closing his eyes in a meditating form. You hurt him. I'm not sure I will train you, but you must prove yourself in different trials. First, your love for him, since you claim you love him, and second, your strength. I don't train weaklings. Now for you too. Kyuubi turned to the 2 kneeling genin and pulled out a scroll. Sign that, and you will be given what has been listed. You will be inactive for 5 days. During those 5 days you will be with me, training. They signed the scroll in their blood. When you 2 return to reality, you will be in your rooms. Pink One, you will be in your room as well. Naruto and Sasuke, I have to speak with you too. The 3 genin faded away and the only 2 in front of Kyuubi was his first 2 students. What is it? Naruto asked. We all know I can't train you at full power without being in the real world. For the past 2 months I have been creating a body for myself. I want you to peel the seal off halfway. That way my chakra can form in the body and I can train you in the real world. Kyuubi explained. How would that work? Wouldn't that mean you would need to be a leaf ninja to train us? Sasuke asked. Yes, I will talk to the Sandaime to have you and Ino transferred to my squad. Team Kyuubi. This way I can make you 2 stronger and teach Lee and Ino to the full extent. Kyuubi said. The seal, what about your body here? Your original? Naruto asked. It will be here, only when I need rest. It will take 2 weeks for my chakra to reside within the body. During that time I will be training Ino and Lee. Sasuke has training with Kakashi. That only leaves you. That you're gonna have to figure out on your own. Kyuubi shrugged. Naruto was slowly gaining a headache. Fine, I'll peel off the stupid seal. Naruto grumbled, walking to the seal. He slowly pulled it off and red chakra started whizzing around. Behind them the chakra was forming something. Well, that's done. I have to go. Sasuke nodded before fading away. Why won't you train her? Naruto asked. Because she hasn't given me any reason why I should. Tell me, Kit. You're involved in a harem and have 2 mates. What are you gonna do? You've changed too much. You're not the troublemaker you were before. And she's done that to you. QB informed. I'll find a way. Just you watch. I have to go. Naruto said, fading away. Naruto opened his eyes and opened his dresser, pulling out a pair of orange swimming trunks with black flames running up. Time to go see Sakura-chan. Naruto grinned. Before Naruto walked out his apartment, he closed his eyes and found himself staring at 4 Narutos. Naruto looked at the first, who had a big grin on his face, wearing his old orange and blue jumpsuit. Before Naruto was about to touch him, he noticed something in the corner of his eye. In the corner stood a Naruto wearing all black in an outfit he never seen before. This Naruto had the red slitted Rinnegan eyes with an evil grin on his face. Before Naruto can touch him, he disappeared. Naruto shrugged it off and touched the first Naruto. Sakura was lying on her bed, staring up at her wall. She finally met the Kyuubi no Kitsune, and she was terrified, but not of Naruto. He actually said he would protect her with his life. If he said that, then why doesn't she feel relieved? These were the thoughts that were going through her head. She heard a knock at her door and opened it to see a bare-chest Naruto with a towel over his neck. He was wearing orange swim trunks with black flames running up. They stopped a little bit after his knees. Hey, Sakura-chan. Naruto smiled his fox grin. Sakura was surprised in his change of demeanor. He was so serious just a short while ago, and now he was saying her name with the suffix without her life being in danger. Naruto-kun, what are you doing here? Sakura asked. You said you wanted to come with me to the hot springs, remember? Naruto said, confused. I did, didn't I? Sakura said. Well, I'll wait for you to get ready. Today I have a coupon for us share a hot spring. Naruto smiled, walking out. Sakura was really surprised, but she got ready. She put on her red 2-piece bikini, grabbed a towel and walked out. Naruto was waiting patiently in the Haruno's living room. Here you go, Naruto-kun. Naruto looked up to see Sakura's mother Sakuhi holding some cookies. Thank you. Naruto smiled. Sakuhi smiled and sat across from Naruto. Tell me, Naruto-kun, are you in love with my daughter? Sakuhi asked. Naruto looked at her and gave her a small smile. I think so. To get rid of sadness, you must forgive and forget. I need to give her a chance. Naruto said. I know what she did. I tried to make her apologize, but she wouldn't leave. It's okay. She's already apologized. Listen. Please don't hate me if I hurt her. I may have to hurt her to protect her. Please remember that. Naruto smiled sadly before Sakura walked in the room. Ready, Naruto-kun? Sakura asked. Naruto ate a few more cookies before thanking Sakuhi and leaving with his girlfriend. Sakura was nervous walking with Naruto. It was going to be their first date and she didn't know how to act around him. Don't be nervous, Sakura-chan. Just be yourself. Naruto smiled, grabbing her hand. Sakura blushed at the embrace and nodded. When Naruto and Sakura finally got to their hot spring, they walked carefully into the water. Naruto was sighing happily at the warmth and peeked one eye open to see water glistening off Sakura's cleavage. Naruto was suddenly getting really hot and Sakura noticed. What wrong, Naruto-kun? Sakura asked. Oh, nothing. It's just your beauty. Naruto nervously said. Oh, okay. Sakura frowned. Naruto stared at her and walked towards her and sat next to her. What's wrong, Sakura-chan? Naruto asked. Oh, nothing, really. Sakura tried to convince him. Naruto didn't buy it. Naruto grabbed her chin and kissed her full on for a total of 5 minutes, leaving her breathless. Naruto? What was that for? Sakura asked. I want you to know I do forgive you. And I love you and Ino. Don't you ever forget that. Naruto smiled before engaging her in another kiss. Naruto pulled away and turned his head around. What I? Shoo. Do you hear that? It sounds like giggling. Naruto said, standing up. Sakura was wondering what he was talking about. Stay here, I'll be back. Naruto said before giving her a kiss and ran off. Naruto was looking wildly around and stopped his search when he saw a man with long spiky white hair wearing green clothes with a red jacket. Oh yeah, baby. Show her what you're made of. The man giggled. Hey old man, what the hell do you think you're doing? Naruto yelled, pointing at the man who turned his head and looked like he saw a ghost. Minato? The man asked. Minato? Who the hell is that? My name is Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto stated. Uzumaki? Naruto. Could he be? Yes, there's no doubt that name. Jeriah thought. Jeriah jumped down from the tree. What are you doing here? You're interrupting my research, brat. Jeriah scowled, mentally giving a mental look at the boy. Brat. Shut up, you pervert. Naruto yelled. Pervert? How dare you? I am the legendary Toad Sage, and one of the great legendary Sannin Jeriah. Jeriah chanted, doing a dance on a frog. Naruto was looking at the Sannin like he was stupid. More like pervy sage. Naruto said, walking back to his waiting girlfriend. Hey, tell me, kid. I heard you're in the finals. Do you need some training? Jeriah asked. Naruto turned around, half interested. What could you possibly train me? Naruto asked. I can teach you how to summon. Nope. I already know how. Naruto said. Walk on water? Done. This kid knows how to walk on water and summon? He's maybe even better than him. Jeriah thought. Naruto was trying to figure out where he heard his name. Then it him. Hey, you're the pervert who taught Kluke. Naruto yelled. Kluke? Kluke who? Jeriah wondered. Kluke Uzumaki. You taught her the Rasengan. Naruto reminded. Her? The Uzumaki from the waterfall. Jeriah recalled. Yeah, her. Hey, pervy sage, can you teach me that jutsu? Naruto asked. Now, why should I do that? Jeriah asked. Well, if you don't wanna, fine. I'll just ask to teach me. Naruto started walking away. If this kid can learn the Rasengan, then it will prove he is the 4Th's legacy. But, hey Gaki, Jeriah called. Naruto turned around. Who are your parents? Jeriah wondered, already knowing the answer. I don't have any. The closest thing to a father I have is Iruka-sensei. Naruto said sadly. I see. Fine, I'll train you. But you have to help me. Jeriah said. Help you? With what? Naruto asked. I'm looking for someone, and it gets pretty lonely traveling by myself. So do we have a deal? Jeriah wondered. How long are we gonna be gone? Naruto asked, thinking about Sakura and Ino. Not long. It all depends on how long you take to master the jutsu. It took the Yondaime 4 years to master his own jutsu. And 6 for me. Jeriah stated. Wait, the Yondaime taught you the jutsu? Naruto sounded intrigued. Yup. I trained him. Jeriah informed proudly. Okay, I'll go with you, but when I master the jutsu we come home. I have girls that will be waiting for me. Can we leave in 6 days? Naruto asked. 6? I guess I can wait that long. Gives me time to do research. Fine, on the 6th night meet me at the gate. See you then, Gaki. Jeriah waved. Naruto ran back to his waiting girlfriend, who was sitting outside the hot spring. When she saw him, she got really red and a vein was popping out her head. Sorry, Sakura-chan. I had to… Sakura? Naruto was getting scared as her lovely jade green eyes turned really demonic. Naruto. Sakura growled, giving him an uppercut, sending him back. Maybe next time you won't leave me here alone. Sakura huffed. Maybe Kyuubi shouldn't teach her. She could kill me. Naruto thought, suffering from a nosebleed. After getting dressed, the couple went to go see their girlfriend. Hello, can we see Ino? Naruto asked. Naruto-san. It's good to see you, son. Go on ahead. But for fair warning, Ino isn't really feeling that well. Inoichi warned. Naruto nodded and they both walked to Ino's room. Ino was about to tell whoever was coming in her room get out, but thought better of it when she saw her 2 most favorite people. Naruto-kun. Sakura-chan. What are you guys doing here? Ino asked. Just wanted to see how you were doing. Sakura smiled. Seems your training has started. How is it? Naruto asked. It's difficult, but Kyuubi-sensei is in awe at our recovery. He says we should be on our feet by tomorrow. Enough with me. What have you guys been up to? Ino asked, feeling that everything is much better. We just went to the hot spring. But I have to tell you guys something. Naruto said sadly. What is it? Sakura asked. I ran into one of the Sannin, Jeriah. He says he wants to train me, but I'll be gone most of the month. I leave 6 days from now, so I want to spend every moment I can with you two. Naruto looked up to see disappointed faces. You're leaving us? Sakura said sadly. For how long? Ino asked. I don't know. But when I master the jutsu, then I'll be home in no time. Don't you worry. Naruto smiled. Ino and Sakura still looked disappointed. Hey, at least you two still got each other. Naruto reassured. They both looked at each other, smiled, then looked at Naruto. Sakura kissed him while Ino hugged him. Then we should have some fun while you're still here. As Sakura? Ino whispered in a seductive tone. Sakura pulled away from Naruto and kissed Ino, who deepened the kiss. Naruto was starting to get a nosebleed. Ino pulled away from Sakura and kissed Naruto, licking every part inside of his mouth while he did the same. Sakura was getting impatient. When she tried to do something, Naruto stopped them. Okay, I think that's enough. Naruto panted. Ah, but we were getting to the fun part. Ino whined. Yeah, why did you stop us, Buster? Sakura complained. Well, because Ino, both your parents are home and you have to rest. Plus, what would your dad think if he walked in on us? So before I have to deal with problems, I'm going home. Naruto kissed Ino and walked towards the door. You too, Sakura. Naruto called. Sakura grumbled. She kissed Ino before following Naruto. Ino was upset about all of it, so she was plotting a plan on how to continue where they left off. The Sandaime was doing paperwork when he felt a familiar chakra near the window. So what brings you here? Jeriah. HN. How did you know it was me? Jeriah smirked. Just a familiar feel. Anyway, need something? A couple things. First is regarding Naruto. Jeriah said, serious. So you noticed him? Do you plan on telling him? Sandaime asked. Yes, but soon. I'm taking him on a trip to learn the Rasengan. This trip is what I want to talk about also. Sandaime turned to see a very serious Jeriah. My intel tells me he is returning. If he comes back, then hell will break loose, and I'm not talking about QB. Jeriah mocked. I take offense to that, Toad Sage. A voice in the darkness teased. The two men looked in the darkness to see a man with red hair, red eyes, whisker like marks, and sharp teeth. The man was wearing red jacket like the Yondaime wore. In fact, the man looked like the Yondaime, but only the people who were close to him could notice, like the two men here. Minato? Jeriah asked. No, I am the Ninetales. I took the body of the Yondaime and changed it to my own image. I came to talk to the Sandaime about my students. But what you say is intriguing. Please continue. The QB smirked. I'm taking Naruto with me to find his burial place. If I'm right, his body will be gone. So I hope I'm wrong. I hear he was your enemy, correct? Jeriah asked. Yes, and if he is returning, what you say is true. Hell will break loose. But there can only be one way of him being, resurrecting him. QB informed. A human sacrifice, Sandaime said. Close, but no. He needs a strong human body. Preferably someone like, I don't know, the Rain Ninja. QB shrugged. The Rain Ninja? Sandaime asked, confused. His body is buried in a tomb of a powerful clan, so it only makes sense why it would be Rain Ninja. But who? Jeriah asked. I'll have to say either Tubasa Crane or Zeke. Their lust for blood makes me think they will be a perfect vessel for him. That Desauki kid is too pure. QB informed. Well, it will have to be Tubasa. Zeke lost to Sasuke. Sandaime informed. True. I want to ask you something, Sage. Why aren't you nervous at all about me being out of the kid's body? QB wondered. Because I can tell you mean no harm, and if he is being resurrected, then we will need your help. Jeriah shrugged. HN. Anywho, so do I have your approval? QB asked. Yes. From now on, Ino Yamanaka, Naruto Uzumaki, and Sasuke Uchiha will be training under you. Kurama Kitsune. Sandaime handed him a Jonin vest and a Konoha headband. Thank you for your help, Lord Hokage. Now on a different matter. Orochimaru, do you know he's in the village? Kurama asked. The Hokage nodded and Jeriah was shocked. What? Jeriah shouted. Then I hope you know what he did to my first two students. But I hear he is going to attack the village. QB informed. The two men looked like they saw a ghost. What? When? Sandaime asked. During the finals. When? No idea. Could be the first match or the last. But I would be more worried about our little problem. With the proper training, my students could kill him. But him, I will have some trouble with that. So what are we gonna do? He's not only a threat to you but to me also. Kyuubi scowled. Well then I guess I'll have to train Naruto to the fullest. But how am I gonna tell him his parentage? Jeriah asked. HMPF, don't worry about him. But I would teach him more than Rasengan. He knows more than you give him credit for. Plus thanks to this body's knowledge I can perform all his jutsu, including his prized possession. Haraishin no jutsu. Kyuubi smirked. Here is the paperwork. There will be no doubt that the council will deny him his rights. Kyuubi, has he ever wondered about his parents? Sandaime asked. All the time. He dreams about them when he's not dreaming about the Haruno. It gets dark when he thinks about them. I would do it soon when he masters the Rasengan. I won't watch over his training because I'll be training Lee and Ino, also Sakura. I want to know everything you find, Toad Sage. Those were Kyuubi's last words before fading into darkness. Great, first him then Orochimaru? Now I have to tell Naruto who his parents are? Just my luck. I'll be leaving now. Naruto and I will start our trip in 6 days. I will keep you posted. Jeriah jumped out the window, leaving the Sandaime alone. It can't be. Orochimaru and him? What will be the Leaf's fate? I need to choose a successor soon. Jeriah? No, he's too much of a pervert. Maybe I can choose her. Maybe she can help us when this all goes down. Sandaime smoked on his pipe. Naruto Namikaze, I wonder how he will take it? Chapter 15. Team Kyuubi. It was the dead of night and a man with spiky long white hair was leaning against the gate. Where is the twerp? The man whispered, impatient. Heading towards him were 3 people. 2 blondes, one with spiky hair and one with long hair. Next to the spiky blonde was a girl with pink hair holding the boy's hand. When their faces came into view, it was the harem couple. Naruto, Ino, and Sakura. What the hell, Gaki? Why are you late? The man scolded. Calm down, pervy sage. I'm here, aren't I? Naruto waved him off. Jeriah was about to scold him some more when he saw the 3 glowing and eyes filled with lust. Ha ha, well done kid, never thought you had it in you. Kyuubi must be blown away also? Ha ha ha. Man, let's get going. Jeriah wiped a tear away, walking forward. Naruto was confused and kissed his girls goodbye. See you soon. Naruto waved, running off. Bye Naruto-kun. They waved sadly. They were about to turn around when something crashed against the ground. I.e. the girls screamed. After the dust faded away, they saw a familiar bowl cut and round eyes. What got them were the bushy eyebrows. Lee, you scared us half to death. Ino scolded. Sorry. Is Naruto gone? Lee asked. Yeah. Hey Lee, what's with the outfit? Sakura asked. Lee was wearing black and green baggy pants and a green tight long-sleeved shirt. His bandages around his arms were black. And he wore his headband around his waist, but it was green. Lord Kyuubi gave them to me just now. Ino, Sakura, he wanted me to come get you too. Me? Sasuke and Lord Kyuubi are waiting for you at the training grounds. Lee smiled. Wait, aren't you here now? Ino asked. Nope, I'm a shadow clone. Lord Kyuubi gave me so much chakra I can at least cast the shadow clone technique. Not as much as Naruto and Sasuke, but enough. Come on, I'll show you to our training ground. Lord Kyuubi has created us our own training ground. It's actually pretty cool. Lee explained. Wait, how did he do that? Isn't he still within Naruto's body? Ino asked. The 3 were walking to the east of the village. Nope. He was able to create his own body from his chakra. So he is able to train us physically. The real me and Sasuke are sparring right now as we speak. Lee informed. The 3 finally arrived but was standing in front of 2 fox statues and a big gap between them. This is the entrance to our training ground. Lee pointed out. Lee bit his thumb and wiped the blood from it on the left fox statue. After 30 seconds the blood disappeared and a door was shooting out from the ground. The door had 4 names on it. Naruto, Sasuke, Ino, Lee. Lee pressed his bleeding thumb on his name and his thumb healed. The door swung open. Girls, I present you, Kyuubi Training Ground 1. Lee grinned, walking in. The girls followed his lead. They gasped at what they saw. Even though it was night out in the training ground, it was bright as day. There were fresh green fields and mountains with waterfalls, and the wind was blowing a nice breeze. Picture the Supreme Kai world, because it's exactly that, without the many moons. This place is beautiful. Ino gasped, seeing some flowers she never seen before. Those are called demon lilies. Only grow in the demon world. If you bake them or mix them with food, your illness will go away overnight. Ino looked to see a man with spiky blood-red hair and red eyes and whisker-like marks on his face. Lord Kyubi. Ino bowed. Please stand, my pupil, Kyubi said. Ino nodded and stood looking over to a tree with plenty of fruit. But there was a fence around it. Sensei, why is that tree fenced? Ino asked. Kyubi looked over to the tree. Because that is the fox tree. Only foxes or people with demon fox chakra can eat those fruit. The fruit allows you immortality for 1 year. But you can't just eat the fruit. If you don't have enough demon chakra in your system, it will kill you slowly and painfully. Only one person has lived to say he ate the fruit. And right now hopefully he's rotting away, never to come back. Kyubi scowled. This person, who was he? Ino asked. He was my rival, friend, and superior. His name to this very day is cursed. Only the ones who serve and worship him may be able to say his name. Kyubi said. Lord Kyubi, we're all here now. Sasuke appeared behind him with scratches and bruises. Good. Follow me. You too, Sakura. Kyubi ordered, walking to a clear flowing river. His students followed him and Lee was about to wash his face when Kyubi stopped him. Careful, Lee. This water could kill you if not used right. Kyubi warned. Lee nodded and stepped back. First, before I start. Kyubi dug into his jacket and pulled out a dark red scroll with a fox insignia on it. Sakura, I have decided to train you. Do you accept? Kyubi asked. Sakura was shocked. Just 6 days ago she had to prove her worth to him, now he was going to train her? Yes, Lord Kyubi. Sakura bowed. Kyubi tossed her the scroll and she signed it next to Lee's name. All right, I want to start training you for so Sakura, you will be sleeping in that cave over there. Once you fall asleep, your synchronization will be over when you wake up. Kyubi explained and Sakura nodded. All right, kits, this river is the river of demon purity. Your heart must be focused only on one thing when it hits your throat. Your goal is the prime thing. If you even think of something else, you will die instantly. If you live through it, oh ho ho, you will be 10 times stronger than you already are. You will nearly become a demon itself. Now, once you live through it, you must find a spot somewhere on your body that will be your weak spot. Everywhere else will be nearly invincible. Understand? Kyubi explained. Lee raised his hand. Will we have a tattoo? Yes, the tattoo will be a fox. For you, Lee, it will be green. Sasuke will be blue, and so on. Ready? Kyubi asked and the fox students nodded. Kyubi pulled out 4 small glasses from his pants pocket and scooped up some water in each glass, handing them to his pupils. Sasuke stared at the clear liquid. To kill Itachi, he whispered and downed the drink. He fell to his knees and held his throat, feeling a burning sensation. Lee stared at his comrade and back to his drink. To prove you don't need ninjutsu and genjutsu to be a shinobi. Lee whispered and downed the drink also. Following Sasuke's lead, he fell to the ground. Ino and Sakura wore confused looks on their faces looking at the 2 boys. They both turned to each other and had a confident look. To help Naruto, they said in unison, drinking the liquid. They both screamed and dropped to the ground. Kyubi stared at his students who were in pain. He smiled when faint red chakra was emitting from Sasuke. An avenger indeed. Nice work, Sasuke. Kyubi smiled. Sasuke rose up from the ground and had the fox demon eyes mixed with Sharingan. He concentrated the flowing chakra onto one point on his body, the right side of his back. Lee grunted and stood up. Also, he concentrated the chakra to his left thigh. Lee looked up to see Kyubi grinning at him. You succeeded, Lee, his new sensei praised. Sakura was trying to get up but was helped up by Ino. You survived, Sakura. Ino smiled. Sakura nodded and concentrated the chakra to her abdomen, while Ino to her right shoulder. Seems you all lived. Good work. It will be a while till the chakra starts pumping through your body. When your life is in danger, you will form a chakra cloak in the form of a fox. Until you master your fox chakra, you can only form 3 tails. Instead of hurting you like it would, it will heal your wounds so you can continue to live. It will only disperse when you have lost consciousness. Kyubi informed. The students nodded, saying they understood. Now, I have talked to the Hokage. He knows about me having my own body. He's allowed me to have my own squad till you've become Jonin or Umbu, and even then you are still in my squad. Lee, since you are attached to Guy, you will be staying with his team, but still be part of mine, understood? Yes, sensei. Lee saluted. Sasuke, Naruto, Sakura, and Ino will be part of my team also. My Genin team. Ino, would you like to remain with Team Asuma? QB asked. Yes and no. We barely train and go on missions. I would like to stay with them, but then again not. Ino stated. Very well then. Team 7 will be my team. Kakashi doesn't give Sakura and Naruto much attention, just Sasuke. So I will talk to the Hokage about it. So the village won't freak out. I will be known as Kurama Kitsune in and outside the village. Here you may call me Kyubi or Kurama if you wish. Kyubi explained. Sensei, why Kurama? Sakura asked. Because that is my real name, Kurama informed. The students nodded. Alright, go home and get some rest. Sakura, your real body will stay here. I will send a clone to your house so your mother doesn't worry. Dismissed, Kyubi said. Sasuke was walking home when a messenger bird landed on his arm. Sasuke took the message from the bird and let fly back. The Uchiha opened the message and read it. Dear Sasuke Uchiha, congratulations on your advancement to the finals of the Chunin exam. We have sent this letter to you so you know what the matches are. First match, Desauki Shun vs Niji Hyuga. Second match, Shirou Katsune vs Riku Kagame. Third match, Naruto Uzumaki vs Tubasa Crane. Fourth match, Gaara Sabaku vs Temari Sabaku. Fifth match, Sasuke Uchiha vs Shikamaru Nara. Those are the matches. August 4th will be the date of the finals. We hope you are prepared. Good luck, Konoha administrators. Sasuke was pissed. There were all these good people to face, and he had to face off with the lazy good-for-nothing bum Shikamaru Nara. Even Shirou, the Naruto reincarnation, even showed some promise, but he had to fight him. Naruto got it good. He got to face Tsubasa Crane of the Rain. Well, if push came to shove, he will be able to fight Gaara if he beats his sister. Sasuke trotted home.